Yo, let's get it, man. Smash the like button as you come in the building. Punch the like button as you come in the building. Kick the like button as you come in the building. If you want to donate to the Cash App or the Super Chat, you see how to do it right there. I ain't coming to play tonight, know that. Damn show ain't coming to lose. I'm coming to work, man. Hit the like button. Y'all gonna find out why they call me Knockout, bro. Y'all gonna find out why I do this shit. Y'all gonna find out why to many people I'm the best, and why to me I know I'm the best, bro. This shit ain't gonna be close. Just know that, man. I know y'all probably think y'all came here for some close shit. This shit ain't gonna be close, man. I'm in a different type of mood today, man. I got a different type of energy today, bro. Hey, Ben, hurry up. You got 45 minutes, man. Hey, man, shout out G5 Gabe and the TWT team, man. Shout out to my brother for making this for me, man. Where my DJ G5 Gabe at, bro? Where you go? There you go, right there, man. Drop that hit on him. Drop that hit on him, G5.
TKO Debate Series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
What's good with y'all, man? Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. It's the TKO Debate Series, and we getting it popping tonight. Let me see who we got in the building so far, man. Shout out, hold on. All right, shout out my brother Shot-Town's finest in the building, man. Kiro Black, what up? Right side in the building. I see you, Josh Sanders. What's up with it? Edgar Chavez, Antoine Cox, Thrill Hill, Anthony Chulo, D Free in the building. Not me. What's good with you, bro? Josh Sanders in the building. I see you, bro. My bro Omega Red in the building. What up with it, Omega? Cash Crypto in the building. Buck Style. What up with it? 817. What's good, bro? Keith Pierre. I see you. Just Do Boxing. What up with it? Let me see here. Gertz. What's good, man? True Native 401. I see you, bro. Dank Father. What up? My brother Leon Robinson in the building. What's good with it? Leon. My wife in the building. What up, Miss KO? Pretty lady. What's up, baby? Terry W. What's up with it, man? Antonio MMA. What's good? My bro Jay Chestnut in the building. What's good with it, Jay? Salute my brother Jay Chestnut, man. Hold on, why I ain't pulling on? There you go. What's good with it, man? RBZ. What's up with it, man? Kui, I see you in the building. What's good with it? Kui, the queen of TWT in the building, man. Shout out to the TWT brothers and sisters, man. 215. What's good with you? What Leon talking about? Knockout, this fool gonna beat his own. There. All you gotta do, nah, bro. I ain't eating. Nope. It ain't one of them type of nights, Leon. Nope. No mercy, bro. No slick no. We at your front door tonight, bro. I'm on one, man. I'm here for boxing. What's up with it, man? Salute to you. Jason, I see you. Brian King, B. Falcone. You know what I'm saying? Specs in the building. Jimmy the Bully. 626 Jacob in the building. D Free, what's up with it, bro? Opulent LD TV, I see you. Corbin Phoenix in the building. What's good with it, Corbin? Isaac Green, what's popping with you? Chef Dre Boog, the chef. Oh, hold up. Where you go? There you go. Chef Dre Boog, what up, bro? Corbin, Warriors Boxing, JV, A1 Hoops on. What's good, man? Salute to you, bro. Who else we got, man? G5 in the building, Upper Echelon in the building. Michael Raider second. Who else we got? Don Jenkins, the Gotcha Gamer. Oz Boxing 22. Edgar Chavez. Jerome King. Shout out to my brother Dominic, man. I had forgot that you even owe me push-ups, but Dominic did his push-ups on YouTube and tagged your boy. And hey, man, there's a lot of people that bet me on David Benavidez losing to Caleb Plant. Where y'all at tonight? We got about 40 minutes before the debate starts. Where everybody that bet me that Caleb Plant was gonna win the fight? There's a lot of people bet me on that shit, man. I told y'all David Benavidez was gonna do it to him. Told y'all, bro. No evidence. What up, man? ATX Slab Life Cletus, aka Big Texas in the building. Seattle Rick, what up, bro? HLM HL McLean too. What up, bro? Salute to you. Who else we got, man? Unfamiliar. What's good with you, man? Ty Swindle, I see you, homie. I see you, bro. What else we got? Tay-Tay's in the building. Oh, it jumped on me again. Tay-Tay's here. Nick J is in the building. None. Bro. Who else we got, man? Ghost, what up, bro? What up with you, bro? Yeah, they missing, bro. They missing. All them damn people told me Caleb Plant was gonna win. They done dipped out on me, bro. Devon, what do you say? Sonier, what up, bro? Salute to you. Let me see. They looking for bread, man, to find out why the gas tank ain't fixed itself, man. I try to tell people, man. Some shit you can't fix. some shit you can't fix, bro. Who else we got, man? I think that's everybody, man. Yeah, that's everybody, bro. So look, man. While we got some time, let's talk about the fights, bro. Let's talk about the fights from this weekend, right? And while I'm talking about the fights, if anybody, we got some time before the debate starts, so there that is right there. There that is. Pin that joint. All right, cool. Yeah, so the fights over the weekend. First, I went back, bro. I watched because y'all know your boy Knockout. I gotta watch everything. So I watched the Showtime card first. You know what I mean? Watched that first. Then I went back and I watched the ESPN card, man, with Jose Ramirez and your boy Richard Comey. First, G5 in the building. Your boy Raymond Muratalla got dropped for the first time in the first round. You know what I'm saying? But he got up. I think he got caught cold, and then he went on to box how he can box, bro, and did his thing. Haplo, I see you, and did his thing, bro. Like I like what I saw from Raymond Muratalla, and he got a fight. He gonna be on the. They just announced this shit today. He gonna be on the Devin Haney and he gonna be on the Devin Haney and Lomachenko undercard. He gonna be fighting Jeremiah Nakathila. So Raymond Muratalla gonna have a chance to get a common opponent with Shakur Stevenson and Jeremiah Nakathila. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight for Raymond Muratalla. So he passed the test, bro, came back, boxed beautifully, good jab, good movement, good counter punching ability, and got up off the canvas and got the stoppage against what's I think his name was old buddy name shit, I can tell y'all exactly who it was. Humberto Galindo put up a tough fight, bro. Put up a tough fight. So I thought Muratalla looked real good. I thought he did his thing, man, and I was happy. I was happy to see him get the W, and I can't wait to see him get in there with Nakathila. Now the main event, bro. We got that boy Jose Ramirez versus Richard Coleman. Before I get to it though, I don't want to skip nobody that came first, but I got to go to G5 because Muratalla is his guy. G5, did you get a chance to watch your boy on Saturday night, man?
Man, I didn't catch it live, but I did go back and do my research, just doing a recap. Yeah, he got caught slipping. You know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But he got up and you know he did what he had to do. So I was wondering, you know, how you gonna look after you face adversity or hit the mat for the first time. Some people start struck or like a deer in headlights. Some people they just get up like it's like a football tackle. You tackle me, but I'm good, bro. I'm gonna hop back up and get back to it. So
yeah,
I like what I see, man. He's still a problem though. He's still a problem.
Already. Upper, talk to me, bro. What you think of Raymond Muratalla? Did you get a chance to watch him, bro?
Nah, I didn't get a chance to see the I had to see the replays of it, and I said,
All right,
I was
all
like,
good. We'll go around. It's all good. We'll go around so we can try to get to as many fights as we can.
I seen the replays. I said I didn't get to see it live. Now when he hit the ground, I was like, okay, yeah. I said he must be a hype job, but that boy got back up and he buckled down and tightened up. He reminded me of damn Cobra a little bit. He tightened up a little bit, and I like to see when they come back and fight, like Ryan Garcia did. I mean, you know, everybody can fight, but it's not about how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and get back up and keep going.
Yeah,
that's what makes you champion.
I agree with that. I like how he moved in the ring. Raymond Muratalla just move in the ring. Got a good little rhythm to him and shit. Once he get jab going, that counter punch, and his hands are fast. He got some good shit to him, bro. He got some real good shit to him. So I thought I like how fluid he is, man. D Free, what's up, man? You see Raymond Muratalla on Saturday, man? What you think of him?
Man, I mean, he did what you wanted to see a guy do when they first face adversity. That man hit the canvas, he got up, and he finished the fight strong. So I mean, he did exactly what you want to see do. He never hit the canvas before then, and then he hit the canvas, and you want to see how guys react when they first hit the canvas. We saw what happened with Chris Colbert when he hit the canvas. He got on a bike and started riding, but this man got up and he finished the fight strong. So, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, and went and got the stoppage. Jimmy, talk to me. Did you watch Raymond Muratalla, bro?
Salute, bro. Nah, mate, I missed it, to be honest. I didn't catch it.
All right, that's all good. We'll go to JJ. Did you watch the Raymond Muratalla and did you see him versus Humberto on the top ring undercard?
I didn't, bro. Only thing I saw was the Showtime card this weekend. I got to go back and watch that ESPN card.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Ben, I see you in the building. 35 minutes till you sign your death certificate, man. You got 35 minutes. You got some time. You know what I'm saying? But I see you in the building. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna get it popping. Real quick. Let's go to the Showtime card because that's what most everybody was watching, bro. I want to talk about David Benavidez and Caleb Plant because I want to make sure we have time to cover that before we start the debate. Look, man, David Benavidez, his work rate was just too much, and Caleb Plant's gas tank failed him again. And I told people that it would because it's certain shit in boxing that you can't fix, bro. Like if you ain't got no chin, you might well hang that shit up, bro. If you get tired in fights, it's gonna be hard to all of a sudden become somebody that is gonna all of a sudden fix your gas tank. And Caleb Plant was fighting very good the first part of the fight. I gave him 5 of the first 6 rounds, to be honest with y'all. But from the round 7 to round 12, I had a hard time giving him any rounds because if you can look up, like from when David Benavidez almost got the knockout in the 8th round, then from like round 9 to round 12, Caleb ain't want to throw shit. He didn't want to throw shit. All he wanted to do was hold Benavidez because he was so damn tired, bro. And Benavidez was just beating his ass down to a pulp, man. And it's like the rounds that the reason people think that David Benavidez probably, because I scored it like 7 rounds to 5 for David Benavidez, but the reason people think that David Benavidez won so convincingly is because the rounds that Caleb Plant won, it was more so like I'm outpointing you. I'm just outboxing you, outpointing you. The rounds that David Benavidez won was more so I'm beating your ass. I'm beating you down. You know what I mean? And so he just went in there and he won by way of having a better gas tank, and it showed late in the fight, and he got them championship rounds. You know what I mean? And Caleb, this is becoming a theme with him that we can now point to. Hey, bro, Usyk, you got tired. You start looking bad in the back half of that fight. Canelo, you was boxing good. You got tired. You start looking bad in the back half of that fight. Dave Benavidez, you look good. You got tired. You start looking bad in the back half of that fight. So much so, all you can muster up any energy to do was hold on for dear life. And I think, and then I'll pass it to Upper. I think honestly, bro, I think Kenny Bayless saved Caleb Plant from getting knocked the fuck out. If I'm being 100 with y'all, bro. Kenny Bayless, he kept warning David Benavidez for what he was doing in the clinch, but he let Caleb Plant hold on for dear life with no warning the whole damn fight, bro. Which is, it's strategy. Do your thing, get your shit off, and then hold him so he can't get nothing off. I ain't mad at that, but Kenny Bayless officiated a very Caleb Plant friendly fight, to say the least. Like, if I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, bro, he officiated a very Caleb Plant friendly fight to where he gave Caleb Plant the best opportunity to win. I'm gonna referee in a way that goes right into your game plan. Your game plan is to box, and then when you get close, hold him. I'm gonna let you box, and then I'm gonna let you hold him with no warnings. You ain't getting no warning. You ain't getting no point deduction. And then I'm gonna warn him. I'm gonna warn him over and over again for hitting you inside the clinch with his free hand and hitting you on the back of the ear and all that. Like, so I honestly believe, bro, and I could be dead ass wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure some of the brothers up here might disagree. Had it been a ref that didn't allow all that holding and all that clinching, bro, I think Caleb Plant gets stopped somewhere between round 9 and round 11, bro. But he was able to make it because Kenny Bayless let him hold on. And then Kenny Bayless also paused the action in the 8th round when David Benavidez had Caleb Plant hurt. He kind of stopped the action there. So, it is what it is, bro. But I thought it was a good performance from David Benavidez. I thought Caleb Plant showed a lot of heart. But David Benavidez just proved to be the better man. Upper, what you got on that fight, man? Benavidez and Plant, bro.
I had it as a draw. I'm just being honest. I watched that fight unbiased without vested interest because I like both fighters and I didn't care which one of them win. I just wanted to see the best fight. I had the first 6 rounds going to Caleb, and I had the last 6 going to David Benavidez. And I think they should run the fight back, honestly. And people keep talking about he ran out of gas. No, that wasn't even what happened. Cause see, I sat there and kept rewinding it back, kept doing it back on my pay-per-view and everything. But after that headbutt, Caleb, if you watch that headbutt, Caleb Plant's eyes rolled in the back of his head when he got that headbutt. After that headbutt, he wasn't the same after that thing right there. He was concussed. The man.
What round was the headbutt in? What round was the headbutt in? You remember?
I thought it was like 8 or 9. I thought something like that. Like, because it was. Remember, Kenny Bayless stopped it immediately when the headbutt happened. So I think it was like 8 or 9.
His eyes rolled to the back of his head, man. And I was like,
but see, I thought he was getting. You don't think he was getting tired before that? Because he stopped moving and feet wasn't moving. That head movement wasn't. He wasn't the same, bro. Before that,
I mean, he wasn't doing like he did the first 6 rounds. The first 6 rounds, I thought he was starting to sit down a little bit more, and I think he was trying to work a different strategy. But when he got that headbutt, I seen that man. Like, if you go back and look at it, watch that man. His daggone left eye and everything rolled up in the back of his head, and I said, "Oh, it's over with." I said they should have stopped it right then because it was over. And after that, he didn't have no more fight. That was it. He got hit with that headbutt, and then David Benavidez caught him with that corkscrew. It was a wrap. Anything Caleb Plant had and was going to do was over with. All the fight left the building. I don't even think he knew where he was the rest of that fight. I'm just saying. I ain't care who won because I just wanted to see two good fights. I want to see two good people fight each other. I like both of them. I don't like neither one of them better than the other one. I think they should run it back.
What you think of the clinching, bro? Cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna keep 100 with
the
y'all.
clinching, but you know,
I don't like all that shit. I know it's a strategy, bro. I don't need nobody to tell me it's part of boxing. I understand
you know, that's that Andre Ward.
That.
Yeah, I don't like that Andre Ward strategy either, man. Because I feel like, let them fight it out that clinching, fight out the thing. But like I said, he did most of that clinching after that headbutt. Like I said, he was gone. It was over with. If anybody go back and look at that fight after that headbutt, he might have threw probably about 15 to 30 punches the rest of the fight. The man was out of it. They should have stopped the fight because he was out of it. David Benavidez, they could have got that boy hurt because he was concussed. If they would have stopped it, should have stopped it, gave it to Benavidez or something like that, or go to the cards. But he was out of it, and they were sitting there letting that man. He wasn't aware of himself, and they were sitting there letting him take punishment. All he could do, his heart kept him in the fight because all he could do was grab on and hold.
Yeah,
he couldn't even
defend
himself.
Bro. You can't have DavidBenavidez.com and then get knocked out, bro. Like,
that was kind of like
you can't do that shit, bro. Like he had to stay on his feet, fam. You can't have DavidBenavidez.com then get knocked out.
Yeah,
bro.
That's kind of like that Tony Harrison when Tony Harrison was out on his feet and they still kept letting Zoo keep teeing off on the man, dog. Like, we got to protect our boxers, man. The man was out of it. His shit had rolled to the back of his head after the damn headbutt, and then he couldn't protect himself. Kenny Bayless should have stopped it, but I feel like they should run it back. It was a great performance. David couldn't figure the man out at the beginning. That showed how slick he was, but you know, he slowed down a little bit. David got the best of him, but like I said, I had the first 6 to Caleb, last 6 to we going by rounds, so technically it was a draw, even though you could give David probably a 10-8 round in there the way he beat him down and stuff, but that's how I saw it, bro.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. D-Free, talk to me, bro. What you got on Benavidez and Plant? I tried to get D-Free to bet me. He didn't bet me, though, man.
Hey, man.
I was angling for the bet, bro. You wouldn't bet me, though, man.
I told you Friday night, I was like, man, this is a 50-50 fight. If Caleb Plant doesn't gas out, he got a good chance of winning. But he did get tired. I agree with everything you said. I also had it 7-5 David Benavidez. I agree with everything you said. The only thing that I disagree with is David Benavidez put on a good fight. The first 5 rounds, I seen something that I didn't see before with David Benavidez. He can't fight a person that can box. If he get in it with David Morrell, that's a different outcome. I don't think that man can fight with somebody that's a boxer. He needs somebody that's going to stand right in front of him because all he do is come straight forward. When Caleb Plant was at his best, David Benavidez didn't have no answer. He looked out of his element. He was following him around, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to deal with the movement. He didn't know how to cut the ring off or none of that. So David Benavidez, he needs to learn how to fight a boxer. He doesn't know how to fight a boxer. If you get in there with David Morrell, it's going to be a different outcome. I don't see David Benavidez beating.
I got David Morrell beating everybody. From 175,
I got him beating everybody at 168.
To 168. Like the only ones that I think got any wreck for him to be real is Bivol and Beterbiev, and Beterbiev might be getting too old for him. But
Morrell, I've been saying that for.
He a savage because he got them boxing skills. He got a gas tank, and he'll sit down on some shit and fuck you up.
He'll sit down on some shit for a while. I've been saying that for. I think after like 2 fights I've seen from David Morrell, especially after the last fight, I said, I got David Morrell over everybody at 168. I don't see nobody at 168 beating David Morrell. That man, he has boxing ability, he got power, he got speed, and he got defensive awareness. I don't see nobody beating that man.
Yeah, he nasty. He nasty for sure. G5, talk to me, bro. What you got on Benavidez and Plant, bro?
Man, good fight, man. Good fight. I can agree with a lot of the brothers, man. I wanted to see what Benavidez would do with a boxer. I always kept saying on my lives, I want to see Benavidez win a fight from the outside. We know you can throw a million punches and got a good gas tank, but can I see some new wrinkles out of you? That's what I was looking for. his gas tank is what it is. He got heart, and he's not gonna go nowhere. But against a boxer puncher, he gonna have some trouble. He has slow feet, and I mean his high guard is pretty solid. But against somebody with real power that can box, I think we might see a different outcome. With Caleb Plant, I picked Plant in this fight. I mean, I was wrong, but I always said if Benavidez win, I'm not tripping because I do like both fighters. Point out where they both have weaknesses at. So congrats to David Benavidez. I mean, I gave Plant the first 6 rounds.
I ain't mad at that. I seen a lot of people did. I ain't mad at that. He was looking good in the first 6 rounds.
I mean, he dictated, he controlled the pace. Even 7, I mean.
You getting choppy, G5. You getting real choppy, bro. Now you don't. If you can hear me, we can't hear you. You cut out, but when you get back, bro, we'll go back to you because I can't hear you. Hey, Jay Chestnut, talk to me, bro. What you think on Benavidez and Plant, man?
Yo, man. You just gonna jump over me, bro. Come on.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead, bro.
Oh, Jimmy, my bad. I forgot which order y'all came in. Go ahead, Jimmy. What you got on Benavidez and Plant, man?
To be honest, mate, I thought it was a really good fight, bro. It was a story of 2 halves. You had, Caleb Plant outboxing him way easier than I thought. Like, at times, I was actually pretty surprised, though. He was making Benavidez look like a fool in there. And then the second half, Benavidez came out really strong. And Caleb Plant took quite a beating. He showed a lot of heart, though. And I thought he came back and maybe edged the final round because he really, really had a good second wind in the last round. That was kind of a
swing 12th round?
Yeah, bro, the 12th round. Yeah, I thought it came out really good. And
I might have to go rewatch that shit. I thought David Benavidez was fucking him up in the 12th round. Am I tripping?
Nah, bro, he came back really good in the 12th round. He won like 2 minutes of the first round. And then, to be fair, Benavidez is a close strong, though. Yeah, he faded again. But for me personally, I kind of had it like a draw because I didn't give Benavidez 1 round in the first 6. And then in the last, you've got, 5 rounds for Benavidez and 1 round a swing round. So that was crazy, bro. I'll be honest, bro. I thought Benavidez, this was the big win that he needed for the big stage. But, I mean, he's just got a lot of holes, tripping over your own feet. The guy can't punch on the move. I think Canelo Alvarez will absolutely destroy David Benavidez, bro.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. I hear a lot of people saying that based off of this performance. Big Dog Willie, hashtag Con to go, hashtag TWT with the $2 in Super Chat. Con KO, Bud Spence, and Jim Brown at Chuck E. Cheese. Facts. Jay, talk to me about Benavidez and Plant, man. What you got?
Man, so for me, like y'all know I'm a Caleb Plant guy, so I did pick Caleb Plant, gotta eat your crow on that one, right? But I was impressed with David coming out of this fight with the win, man. Because I kind of wanted to see him on that A level. I thought all of the guys that he had beat up until this point were like B and C level guys. So everyone was I thought they were crowning him prematurely, but he earned my respect Saturday night. I thought it was really like the small adjustments that I saw, like the first half of the fight, because I had it 7-5. So I had it 5 out of the first 6 to Caleb, and then everything 7 and on I gave to David. But for me, it was just the small things. He kind of saw that, okay, cool, this dude grabbing me every time he get his shit off. But then you started to see him starting to frame Caleb a little bit up under his neck. So every time he came in there, he made it uncomfortable for Caleb, to try to grab and clinch. And a couple times he was able to basically use the frame to throw that short hook in there. He caught Caleb with one. I can't remember what round it was. He caught him with a clean short hook or whatnot that kind of got Caleb hurt. So I was impressed with the small adjustments, but I'm not sure that he, like when we talk about a Canelo fight, I'm not convinced that he beats Canelo. But what I will say is I do think he deserves the opportunity to find out for sure. I'm actually kind of more interested in the David Morrell fight now that I saw this fight, because I did think Caleb Plant did have him puzzled for the first half of that fight. You could see him getting frustrated, He, you know what I'm saying, like the lead hand of Caleb Plant, the way he was gauging distance, the way he was using his jab, the way he was stabbing the jab to the body. So I do think he has holes, but I think he does get much respect from me for the win because he did beat an A-level opponent, and he did it kind of going away, in my opinion, because the second half of the fight was all his. So I say props to him, and you know, we'll see what's next for him. I hope he get one more fight. And I would like to see him either fight Boo Boo or David Morrell, but before he get that Canelo fight, just so I can see him in there with one more boxer before we get him in there with Canelo. But I just say good performance to him. Hats off to Benavidez.
I ain't mad at that, man. It's crazy. I see people, and I'm gonna go to A17. I see people saying that based on his performance against Caleb Plant, that David Benavidez ain't ready for Canelo, and I'm listening to people say this, and I'm hearing them, and I'm just like, yo, like the shit that Caleb Plant has that gave David Benavidez problems, Canelo don't have that. Canelo don't possess those things. He's a come forward fighter like David Benavidez. He don't have the feet that Caleb Plant got, and he ain't as big as Caleb Plant, bro. He coming up from 147 is where he started his career, and now he at 168, and he got probably worse gas tank issues than Caleb Plant. The man got tired after the 4th round against Dimitri Bivol, bro. He looked like he falling off a cliff right now. So,
but to rebut that real fast, to rebut that real fast, I think what Bivol did something different to Canelo. Bivol forced Canelo to lead. What Canelo liked to do is sit back and wait so he can counterpunch the shit out of you, right? So I think the Benavidez fight, the Benavidez style actually, I think, lends itself to Canelo because Canelo likes to use the upper body movement to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, as David Benavidez is throwing 3 and 4 punch combinations to catch him and punch in between what he doing. What Bivol did is made Canelo the lead guy, and he countered the counter puncher. And whenever you make a counter puncher lead, that's why he got so tired, because he wasn't prepared to have to take the lead in the dance. He was expecting Bivol, but Bivol switched it up on him. So
see, I saw Bivol leading a lot with his jab and putting combinations together on Canelo. That's what I saw. And then also him being bigger than Canelo. Like, David Benavidez is gonna work at a much faster pace than what Canelo is comfortable with. And if long story short, bro, and I gotta go to 817. Long story short, in my opinion, I could be dead wrong, but I'm just letting y'all know right now, bro. If Canelo crack David Benavidez with some shit and don't hurt him, bro. If he crack him with some shit and do not hurt him, and you can't get his respect and get him to slow down, all right, bro. All I can tell you is good luck, Canelo fans. 817, talk to me, bro. What you got, man? And salute to you. I ain't seen you up here in a minute, man.
Salute, big brother. Salute to the panel. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know I can't stand Cinnabon, but he'll beat that David. He'll beat that David. David leaning with his shoulders over his motherfucking over his knees and shit, reaching for punches, throwing from his elbow and shit. Canelo gonna duck right up under that shit and hit him in his goddamn body, hit him in his kidneys, and make him poop. I'm telling you, David long to get knocked out fucking with Cinnabon or David Morrell. Say, look, Caleb moved for the first 6 rounds with purpose, to box. He moved them last 6 rounds to escape. And that's always his issue. I beg to differ with bro. I still don't think David fought an A-level fighter. He fought a B-plus fighter with an A-plus heart. Caleb is a very good boxer.
Let me ask you this and answer this question in the middle of your cook. I want you to keep cooking. Do you think that David Benavidez will have to go looking for and have to reach as much with Canelo, given that he fights totally different from Caleb Plant? Go ahead, bro.
I don't think he'll have to chase him as much, but I think he'll do a lot of reaching. I still absolutely do. David's feet are horrible. That's why he does the reaching. If David ever picked up them big ass feet and started stepping with his punches, he'll fuck around and hurt something because he already heavy-handed. But it's what he throws, it's how he throws, it's the why he has to use volume to beat a motherfucker. Straight up. And I don't feel like his feet wasn't good enough for Caleb. Caleb just got tired. His feet weren't good enough for Caleb. And I think David Morrell is too multiple for him. And I think Canelo is going to give him more of a body attack. And he's going to hurt David, bro. He's going to hurt David. So I think David need another fight in between here with another top level opponent, and he needs to clean up some shit, bro, because his footwork is horrible. His footwork is horrible, and actually, on the cool, the clinch game was the only way Caleb was gonna survive. Y'all should have known that before the fight got done, because Caleb wasn't gonna be able to dodge and duck everything. And we already know he ain't got the pop in his normal punches, right? Only time we seen Caleb with some pop is when both his feet was planted. He called a motherfucker. He walked him into something. So the only way he was going to ever, if he was going to hurt David, was to walk him into something, catch him with something. But to do that, he put himself in the harm's way fucking with David. And he just run out of gas. That's all it is to it.
Hey, shout out my bro Seattle Rick. Say y'all sleeping on the gyms. Tell him Rick say Canelo got 2 bad knees. Canelo be standing target on them Rick. Shout out Seattle Rick. You right, bro. Let him know Seattle Rick. Canelo got 2 bad knees. He ain't got no smoke for David, man. Shout out Seattle Rick, bro, my bro.
Look at KO real quick before I go. One more thing too. Say, man, we didn't start hearing about. Ain't nobody talked about ring sizes or rehydration clauses or none of that shit until these fighters start whining about it before the motherfucking fights. You feel what I'm saying? Like ring size and all that shit don't matter if you want to get on the motherfucker ass the way that David and them said. The way that Ryan talking about these rehydration clauses and shit getting in the way and Tank cheating and all them is motherfucking excuses, bro. And shit to whine about, bro. You signed up for that shit, so handle that shit. No matter if it was a itty bitty ring or a big old ring, you signed up for it. Handle your business. Let's stop making a big deal out of it because they signed up for it. So why the hell we making a big deal out of it?
Okay, I ain't mad at that, bro. I appreciate you. Kwame, talk to me, bro. What you got on playing Benavidez, man?
Man, it was a good scrap, man. It's boxing. You know, it was good to see that, David Benavidez settled into the fight in the second half of the fight. Caleb Plant, his movement looked good, but he got holes. Caleb Plant have some holes in his game. He was definitely quicker. The power wasn't there. Not, his punches didn't look like they was doing much. His hands seemed to be faster in the beginning of the fight, but he don't keep his hands up enough. He don't protect his chin enough. Caleb Plant.
He relies too much on his athleticism, and for somebody with gas tank issues,
right,
the way to go.
Yep, and but it was a great fight, man. It was a great card overall. It was a good fight. It was very entertaining. Salute to both of them. I'm glad they deaded their beef and respected each other, because that's what that type of fight should do for any boxer or just men in general. Man, they both put it out all out on the line, and the best man won. I gotta agree with 817. Cinnabon, the experience from what I saw in the beginning, Cinnabon probably would have give David Benavidez some props, but he, like you said, he do have some bad knees, and I don't know if he's still the same guy after the Bivol beating, because he looked, to me it looks like Canelo is he's on a decline. It looks like to me, it's like the fight I saw against Triple G, I was not impressed. I felt like if he would have just stayed busy, he could have stopped Triple G. And I'm not saying stop like knock him out, but he could have overwhelmed him with punches. Because Triple G, he had nothing. He looked his age. He looked past his age. But like I said, great fight, man. Salute to both of the fighters. And Floyd Mayweather got me questioning his career now after watching this shit Kenny Bayless is up to, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping shit 100, man. Kenny Bayless, man.
Benavidez would have stopped the shit out there, man, bro.
Yeah. I said, what the hell is this nigga doing? But look, man, it's boxing, man, and that's why people be like, oh, are you a fan of the sport? Are you the fan of a boxer? And I tell people I'm a fan of boxers, and I'm a fan of the sweet science, but I'm not a fan of the sport of boxing because the sport of boxing is probably one of the dirtiest sports in terms of decisions and shit that people do. Is unregulated. People, that Chris Colbert shit. Um, Boxing they gotta do better, man. It's just like the fix is in a lot of the time. So, it is what it
Facts.
is.
Commentary too. Facts.
Yep, yep. It's boxing. The sport of boxing to me it sucks. The sweet science of boxing is great. I salute the fighters. I salute the fighters because without the energy of the fighters, there is no sport of boxing. So I'm always gonna put the people first in a sport of boxing. But Kenny Bayless, man, he making Floyd look bad, man. Cause he following Floyd out to Japan on his exhibitions and all them fights he did for Floyd.
Hey, and Caleb Plant got that poor man shoulder roll, and Kenny Bayless old and shit. So Kenny Bayless had a flashback, thought he was officiating Floyd. He was doing everything he could trying to help Caleb Plant out.
That shit was crazy, man.
He missed elbows and forearms too. He missed elbows and forearms from David too. He was just bad all the way around. Fuck.
Yeah, no way he should be like that.
Time for him to hang it up, bro. But at least he warned. But A17, at least he warned David though. He didn't even warn Caleb, bro. He just let Caleb do whatever, bro.
But he only warned David. He warned David about a low blow, right? He ain't warned him about no forearms or the elbows. He warned him about a low blow, right?
He told him to stop that shit in the clinch. He did, bro.
Yeah.
Matayo with the $10 in super chat. Good day, mate. High chat. Salute you to Matai. And shout out to Richard D. KO, who you got? Jesus Ramos versus Fundora. Jesus Ramos puts hands on Sebastian.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Yeah, he gonna beat the shit out of. Yeah, he gonna beat the shit out of Pandora ass. Yeah.
Badly, bro.
Y'all just saying that because he beat up on Joey motherfucker.
No, bro. If you watch Jesus Ramos, bro, that's a different animal, bro. You gotta watch him, bro. He a monster.
If you go back to my top 20, if you go back to my top 20 pound for pound fighters, the first time I did a list on this show, I had Jesus Ramos on there. So.
He was in there. I know he was gonna go back to that shit.
Y'all gotta pay attention to Jesus Ramos. That man was in there boxing. He had the high guard,
he was.
And he was giving angles.
But that's Joey Spencer though, bro.
Bro,
that's Joey Spencer. Joey ain't got no business at 154.
I agree with that.
I love the power. I love how big he is. I love the skills. But I said this when I was live with KQKC yesterday morning. In case some of y'all wasn't in there, I'm gonna say it again right here for those y'all didn't hear it, bro. Go to the end of the third round of the Joey Spencer and Jesus Ramos fight. It's about 20 seconds left in the round, bro. This is what made me be like, all right, yeah, he the truth, bro. This man, they was in the clinch, bro. They was clinching. Jesus Ramos tapped Joey Spencer on his shoulder to make him think the ref was coming. Joey Spencer went back a little bit. Then Jesus Ramos caught his ass with a quick ass in the man. I was like, say, dog. Say, that's some different shit from a 22-year-old, bro.
Hey,
that's
look, I'm going to take Fundora.
He what that is, bro.
I got Fundora.
I love Fundora.
I've seen too many people rock against Fundora. I seen Lubin and I seen
right now.
I seen Ocampo go down in the first round versus Spence, but I see him go 12 hard rounds with Fundora.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, 817. If they make that fight with Fundora, me and you got a bet going on.
For sure. I'm gonna take Fundora. I don't think Fundora took Ocampo seriously.
You take everybody serious.
I know you supposed to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We keeping it a buck. I know you supposed to. Any man can get in there and put hands on your ass for sure. I just don't feel like he took Ocampo serious. I feel like Ramos had the benefit of a man that bit off more than he could chew. Joy talked about it. He asked for this shit, right? Sometimes you ask for some shit you don't want. Y'all ever ask for some extra food? And then mama put that shit on the plate and you couldn't eat it and you got your ass whooped. That's what happened to Joey. Joey,
check it
go
though,
back
bro.
and look at a couple of Ramos fights.
I'm studying these two fighters, bro, and I'm doing a fight prediction. I'm being as objective as I can with y'all. The only thing that I think Sebastian Fundora does better than Jesus Ramos at this point in their career is that he throw more punches. That's it. His defense ain't better. His feet ain't better.
His inside
his power ain't better. His fundamentals, like he don't do nothing better than Jesus Ramos.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like that's why I'm picking Jesus in a nutshell, bro.
Hey, KO, and I'm gonna tell you another thing though, right? While we sitting here talking about the boxers, I used to box as well. David Benavidez can be one of the most dangerous punchers ever if he ever used his legs when he punched. He's always squared up. He doesn't have the power from his legs when he punching, and he don't even turn his punches over. He be straight up and down. He don't get the angle so he can get the leg power or nothing. So people ain't realizing all he doing is throwing with straight arm strength. So he got heavy ass hands and straight arms. I have never seen this man use his legs when he fight. That's why he be throwing them straight from the shoulders and arms. He has to learn how to sit down and use his waist and his legs with the punches. That's where you got to come with. He don't even know how to do that yet. He's standing straight up.
Man, let me go to a coach because we about to start the debate. Ben Israel, come on up here, bro. I'm here for boxing, and JB, y'all give me y'all thoughts real quick before we get ready for the debate.
Okay. I wanted to start off by saying the fight pretty much went the way I had it. I was telling people that I felt like David could and would beat Plant by either decision or knockout. He could get him either way. And the biggest reason why I felt like that was because of Caleb Plant's gas tank. I agree with you, KO, when you say fighter, you are what you are. I mean, his issue is his tank, and that's gonna be his issue, to the end, to the day he decided to retire. I thought it was a good fight. I thought David stepped up, but to be honest, right at this point, I don't think David beat anybody else. I mean, at this point, it's all top dogs for David. I don't think he beat anybody. I don't think he beat Charlo right. I don't think he beat Canelo right now. And I don't think he beat Charlo. I don't think he beat Morrell. I don't think he beat Bivol. I don't think he beat Andre. I don't think he beats any of the top guys.
He'll beat Boo Boo.
Andre might be too small for the division.
Yeah,
bro.
he'll beat Boo Boo.
He'll have to knock him out. If he don't knock him out, he won't beat him. He won't beat him in a decision.
But do you think he's gonna be able to stay away from David for 12 rounds to be able to pull that off, bro? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
It's possible.
I don't know, and I don't know if he can hit him with some shit either.
Only way he can beat Andre is by knockout. He has to knock him out.
Andre really couldn't hurt my man. What's my man name that he just fought? Demond Nichols.
Andre be getting the like fumbling and bumbling over his feet. He be looking kind of crazy at the end of the fight.
He's awkward. He's awkward. That's what he is.
That's why he's always been like that. That's why.
That's what he is.
Make you look bad.
He got funky style, bro.
Exactly. That's what makes him difficult. I mean, that's why a lot of guys I think don't want to get in the ring with him. He's difficult to figure out. But I feel like I say, if he don't knock Andre out, Andre beat him in a boxing match. If Caleb Plant had a little bit of a tank, Caleb Plant win that fight. He was first 6 rounds. You got to say it was at least 5-1 Plant, if not 6-0 Plant. So, I mean, David. This is my biggest issue with David. While I say he beats nobody else, I was hoping to see him fight behind his jab a lot more than what he did. He was having issues with catching Plant and hitting Plant with anything early because he totally abandoned his jab. He was throwing it so sparingly, it didn't make any sense. So he couldn't even think about touching that man. He get in the ring with Canelo. I don't care about the size because anytime you got the size and you give your size away, that's like talking about Fundora's size. Okay, we can talk about you got size all day, but when you give your size away, you know what I'm saying? David gives his size away. David's not really the most effective fighter on the outside. He do his damage up close, breaking you down, busting your body up, hitting you with them heavy hands. You know what I'm saying? Cumulative effect. That's David's thing. He gives his size up. He don't fight behind no jab. He not tapping you. You know what I mean? He's not tapping you on the outside. He's not outboxing you really at no point. He trying to get in close and bust you up and break you down. Cumulative effect.
Hey, I ain't mad at nothing you said, bro, but we gotta get this debate going. So if you're not participating in the debate, I'm gonna have y'all hop off, my bro. So I appreciate everybody coming up here and chopping it up.
All right, I'm out, KO.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Yeah.
Hey, KO. Hey, I had a question for you. Did you see Plant try to hit Benavidez with that same body shot and that hook he hit him with? David.
He fell in love with that shit. I seen it.
Yeah, he kind of pausing with it, and I'm like, if he keep doing that, David is gonna strike him something nasty. but I did think he was up into the 6th round. I thought Plant was winning that, and then David hit him with a body shot, I do believe, at the end, and then he just stopped throwing after that. A couple rounds after that, he just stopped throwing punches, and I'm like, dog, you lost this. I knew it then when he stopped. I was like, David's gonna walk him down and knock him out, but he didn't knock him out. But I was like, hey,
the minute the 8th round started and David started connecting on them clean.
yeah.
If they gave David one of them first rounds, Caleb ain't winning another round or he getting stopped.
Yep. And David,
exactly how I expected it to play out, bro.
Yeah, he tried to stand there for a minute. One of them, he tried to stand there right in front of him, boxer, and he got hit with a nice one, and he started backing up. I was like, yeah, it's over.
I tried to tell people, bro, like when you doing that shit, if you gonna move like that, you gotta have a hellified gas tank. And I told people the only way Caleb Plant can win this fight, he is going to have to sit down and get that man's respect, bro. If he don't sit down and he moving around the ring, it's gonna be a repeat of Canelo Alvarez, but it could get worse. You can't.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't sit down.
Sit down and fight, bro. But I appreciate you, bro. Hopefully, if you got time, stay and enjoy the debate. But I'm gonna have you hop off, bro. So appreciate you. Shout out to JB. I'm gonna have you hop off too, JB. Thank you, bro, for coming up. Who else we got? I think that's everybody. Okay, cool. So, let's do the coin toss. First, let's go around real quick. Right side, we gonna have you do the moderating, bro. So or you know what? I'll let Ben pick. Ben, who do you want the moderator to be? Ben Israel, come off mute, bro.
What's good, my dude? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Who you want the moderator to be? I gotta have one moderator and 3 judges. You can pick the moderator.
Well, who the judges?
And the rest of them are judge. So right now we got Dub right side up here, we got D Free up here, we got Kwame from Lawyer to the Game, and we got my brother Jay Chestnut up here. One of them can moderate, and then you can have the other 3 judge. Which one do you want to moderate?
Put D Freeman on moderation, then.
All right, D Free, you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, bet. All right, let me so let's get everybody words, man. Go around, see what the judges is looking for. Let's go to right side first. Right side, how can we get your vote tonight, man?
Hey, man, shout out to everybody, man, as always. Hey, come with the facts, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you support your argument, paint a picture, be entertaining, man. That's what the debate is about. And yeah, make sure during your rebuttal rounds, you attack the other person's position.
Already. Let's go to Kwame. Kwame, how can we get your vote tonight, man?
Yeah, stick to the facts, have a good delivery, and be persuasive.
Already. Let's go to Jay. Jay, how can we get your vote tonight, man? What we got to do to get your vote, bro?
Man, for me, it's just convincing me of your side of the argument, man. It seems like it's a subjective debate tonight, so I'm very interested to see, you know what I'm saying, how y'all paint y'all picture. So just convince me of your side, and you got that vote for sure.
Already. All right, Ben, any last words?
No last words, my dude.
Already. My last words is very simple. Keep it boxing. Let's have a good, clean debate. And I hope you came prepared because it's either a body bag or a classic. But I'm predicting body bag. I'm finna put in work today, bro. All right, let me present my screen and share this mug. And since you the guest, Ben, you can call it in the air, bro. You want heads or tails? Ben, you want heads or tails, bro?
I said if it's my call, you can go first. But if you don't want to go first,
I go first.
Go ahead.
I go first in the first round. No problem. Let me stop sharing this screen. No problem at all. All right, D3, you got a stopwatch, bro, to count to make sure we don't go over 10 minutes.
Yeah, I got it already set up.
All right. Go to the first question right there, bro.
All right. The first question is, who undisputed run was more impressive, JERMELL Charlo or Usyk? Who's going for JERMELL Charlo? Who's going for Usyk?
I'm going for Usyk. He's going for JERMELL.
All right. The clock starts when you start talking.
All right, look, bro. It's a very, very clear answer to this question. It's clear that Alexander Usyk's run to undisputed champion at cruiserweight was much more impressive than that of the run of JERMELL Charlo at super welterweight. Usyk won his first belt, the WBO belt, from Glowacki, who was undefeated champion at the time, coming off his two biggest wins against Marco Huck and Steve Cunningham. Glowacki was also a champion and defending in his home country. He was actually fighting 3 hours from his hometown. So Usyk's first belt, he won it from a champion. The champion was undefeated. He fought the champion in his hometown, and the champion was coming off of two of his biggest wins, already defending his belt a couple of times. JERMELL Charlo won his first belt, the WBC belt, against John Jackson, who was not a champion. He won his first belt as a vacant belt. It was a vacant belt against a guy named John Jackson, who had 2 losses coming into the fight when Charlo fought him, and he had already been knocked out by a dude named Andy Lee. Usyk defended his WBO belt successfully against Tiabiso Machuno, Michael Hunter, who was undefeated at the time and one of the top contenders in boxing, and Marco Huck. 3 successful defenses. JERMELL Charlo defended his WBC belt against Charles Hatley, Erickson Lubin, Austin Trout, and then lost to Tony Harrison. The same Tony Harrison that had been knocked out by Jarrett Hurd and Willie Nelson. So Charlo already got a loss, and Usyk, you'll find out as we go through this that Usyk ain't got no losses on his run to undisputed. But let's keep going. Usyk then went on to unify his WBO against Maris Breedis and Maris Breedis' WBC championship in Riga, Latvia. Why is this important? Because Maris Breedis is from Riga, Latvia. He didn't beat him just in his home country. He went and fought him in his hometown. He took the WBC strap from another undefeated champion who had never lost and had defended his belt multiple times before running into Alexander Usyk. So Usyk done unified twice, WBO and WBC, while JERMELL Charlo won his belt vacantly and then lost his belt. Now, JERMELL Charlo did go get his belt back after losing to Tony Harrison, but he fought Jorge Cota first in a non-title fight. You'll find out on Alexander Usyk's road to undisputed as we go through this that Alexander Usyk has no non-title fights on his resume. He has no tune-ups. It's champions and defending my shit, which Charlo ain't done yet, but we'll keep going. But JERMELL Charlo fought Jorge Cota in a non-title fight after Jorge Cota had, checked this, already been knocked out by Erickson Lubin, the same Erickson Lubin that JERMELL Charlo already knocked out. So he got knocked out by the guy that JERMELL Charlo knocked out. That's who JERMELL Charlo fought on his run to undisputed. And he also got knocked out by old-ass Marco Antonio Rubio, who already had over 50 fights. That's who Jorge Cota is. Then he went and won his belt back against Tony Harrison. After that, he finally fought a unification fight against Jason Rosario for his WBC and Jason Rosario's IBF and WBA championships. The same Rosario that had already been knocked out by Nathaniel Gallimore before. Erickson Lubin also knocked out Rosario, and most famously, Brian Mendoza just ended Jason Rosario's career. Meanwhile, the guys that Usyk took his belts from went on to become champion again, Maris Breedis, and continues to be a top contender at the cruiserweight division, Glowacki. While some of the guys that Charlo beat on his run were journeymen and got their career ended. But let's keep going. Later on, Alexander Usyk went on to become undisputed, putting his WBC and WBO belts on the line against Murat Gassiev, the same Murat Gassiev who had the WBA and IBF title at the time. All right. The undisputed fight was held in Moscow, Russia. Does anybody in the chat or any of the judges want to guess where Murat Gassiev is from? You ain't got to guess, I'll tell you. He from Russia. So yet another road win for Alexander Usyk to become the undisputed champion. Meanwhile, Charlo, after beating Rosario, he went for undisputed too against Brian Castano in San Antonio, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Houston. Basically a hometown fight for JERMELL Charlo. Did he capture the undisputed titles from Brian Castano? Hell no, he didn't. What he did was he got a draw against Brian Castano in a fight that some people feel like Brian Castano won. So the same JERMELL Charlo had to go back and fight Brian Castano again. And then he beat him for undisputed. So in a nutshell, this is what we have. Alexander Usyk's run to undisputed was 6 wins, no losses, all road victories. And you want to include it, he went 7-0 as an undisputed champion because he also defended his undisputed title against Tony Bellew. That fight was over in the UK. Does anybody want to guess where Tony Bellew is from? I'm going to take a sip of wine while you think about it. Tony Bellew is from the UK. So not only did he become undisputed in everybody else's country, he went on to defend his undisputed crown in another man's country, finishing his undisputed run at 7-0. Jermell Charlo's undisputed run, 8 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. That ends the debate right there for this round. I think we can all agree that it's always more impressive to win every fight than it is to have a loss and a draw. Jermell Charlo's run also included a non-title fight, as we said, against Jorge Cota, and his run included a loss where he had to go get his belt back. So it's very simple math. Which one is more impressive? Undefeated or having a loss in the draw? Which one is more impressive? Fighting at home and having neutral sites like Jermell Charlo was able to do, or having to win all your fights on the road? It's not even hard. So I'm going to wrap it up with this right here. Alexander Usyk was undefeated on his run, while Jermell Charlo had losses. Alexander Usyk won all his shit on the road, while Charlo got a draw at home and won all of his shit in neutral sites where there was no fans against him. Jermell Charlo has a draw. He's Mr. I need a do-over to get undisputed. Alexander Usyk is Mr. I'll do it right now, and I'll get my shit right now. I don't need no do-overs. I don't need no rematches. I don't need to run it back with nobody. Jermell Charlo had to rematch 2 people on his run to undisputed. Alexander Usyk went straight through everybody. That's my time.
All right. Oh, Ben, your time starts as soon as you start speaking. It's got 10 minutes on the clock for the first round.
Okay, let's do it. We're gonna be real simple about this, since he went on a rant about both sides and my person and his person. But I ain't gonna worry about his people. I'm gonna worry about my people. Sometimes when you talk about a person road to undisputed, it's 2 deciding factor: undefeated and that bump in the road situation. And I'm gonna say Jermell did have that bump in the road situation. First time becoming champion, he did mention he did with a dude named John Jackson. Yes, he did. His record wasn't impressive. No, it wasn't. But one thing about it, he was a champion, though. Let's address that part. John Jackson was a champion. So I'm not going to shit on his record, say, oh, it wasn't, He was a champion. And Jermell Charlo did what a contender at the time supposed to do. Dethrone his ass. Moving on. He had a very, very, what I call impressive. If you're a fan of the sport and you like that bloodshed, sometimes you're going to have bump in the roads, though. You know what I'm saying? He went on to mention a dude that I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? No, a dude that he didn't talk about, Jerry Hurd. At the time, Jerry Hurd was he was the boogeyman at 154. Super welterweight, a junior middleweight, however you want to describe that division. But Jerry Hurd was that boogeyman. Jerry Hurd told Jermell Charlo, told Twin Charlo, all them mother, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? But then he went on and got his ass whooped by a dude named Julian J. Rock. You know what I'm saying? At the time, Jermell was doing his thing, fighting all the fights he's supposed to fight. Keep in mind, the reason I brought up Jerry Hurd, because he was the unified champion. And those belts at this time had them switch hands. J. Rock done beat his ass. Jason Rosario came and whooped his ass. And at this time, I'm going to pick up my debate right there. Right there. When your boy, my dude, the reigning, no, we going to just say he was the WBC champion at the time. When he was the WBC at the time, and Jason Rosario just done knocked out motherfucking J-Rock in brutal fashion. The same fashion how motherfucking J-Rock did it to Jerry Hurd. So it was a real toss-up. The division was on fire at the time. We didn't know what to expect. People was calling Jermell a cap. Oh, he gonna get it. Big Twin, Jamal the man. Blah, blah, blah. And what did he do? Bite down on his mouthpiece. After beating the same dudes that he just mentioned about, you know what I'm saying, the Austin Trout, the Erickson Lubin. These was warriors now. Let's not push these dudes aside now. Like they was some journeyman from Russia. You know what I'm saying? Or some couch potato. Moving forward, when they two collided, the Rosario and the motherfucker JERMELL Charlo, when those two collided, it just brought the sport of boxing together again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to criticize him, his performance. I'm not here to talk about motherfucking Usyk or none of that. That ain't my dude to defend. You know what I'm saying? But when him and motherfucking Jason Rosario collided, because Jason Rosario, the motherfucking banana for the Dominican Republic, just got through beating J-Rod. J-Rod just got through beating her. Can JERMELL Charlo dethrone him? He went over there and beat his ass with a body punch, was so debilitated, the man was convulsing in the ring. And I believe it was KO, the one said, talk about, man, I think Jason Rosario took a dive. Road to Undisputed was so impressive that people saying, I think he took a dive. The punch was that debilitating. Then not only that, he made a great point. Oh, he went over there, he couldn't do it against Brian Castano. You know, that first fight. No, I'm moving fast because you know he had your boy Tony Harrison, my man, my main man, motherfucking the shit talking himself, Tony Harrison, who mentally almost broke JERMELL Charlo down. Tony Harrison almost broke him down. When in there had a lot of judges thinking, oh, he whooped JERMELL Charlo ass. He did mention, you know, he took a loss into that. Took a great loss. A humbling loss. A loss, some losses are not always like a loss. It can do two things for a fighter. It can break him mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Or then it can just make him come back even more ferocious, more hungry, more determined. And that's what happened with JERMELL Charlo. He came back more determined. And then his rematch was so vicious, so impressive. Your boy Tony Harrison ain't been the same to this day. You feel what I'm saying? Been exposed. We already know his chin got a motherfucking glass on it. He don't got no bone structure. Straight glass at that motherfucking jaw. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, Brian Castano. Very, 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 very brutal fight. You know, that first fight was a classic. JERMELL stood in there. These what y'all should want in a warrior. Y'all should want no cherry picking warrior as y'all fighter. A dude going around cherry picking these dudes. Dudes some of y'all never heard of before. Motherfucker got to get not only box rec, a dictionary, and a motherfucker compass to find out what some of this shit at. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's happening right now. When you meet these type of dudes, though. But moving forward, when you get the Brian, somebody need to go on mute, though, because I'm hearing myself in somebody's background, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when you have this here, that's what we have, though, because I got a long time tonight. And I love a debate because I can go on and keep it factual. Because Brian Castano, because I'm going to wrap it up with Brian Castano. First match, very impressive. Then the rematch. The rematch what got us to where we are today, tonight. Who role was more impressive to Undisputed? A dude cleaned out the entire fucking division and still on the tail. And still on the fucking tail. Got rid of all the names this man just mentioned. Yes, he had a bump in the road with Tony Harrison. Went back and rematched. Yeah, okay. Did Cotto win because your boy Tony Harris faked the fucking... Oh, my ankle messed up. The man say show proof. Y'all gonna get on these fighters, talk about showing proof. Then when the fighter don't want to show proof, it's whatever y'all narrative want to be. You want this fighter to show proof. When he don't show proof, he's a duck. But then when the fighter that you trying to defend don't want to show no proof, oh, he for real. You know, it's funny. It's like a double standard, though. But Tony Harris is not my fighter, not his fighter. But that was a fighter mentioned. So I thought I'd discuss that also. So his motherfucker, whatever the ankle injury was, then you had Cotto stepped in and got his behind. You mentioned everybody knocked him out. What JERMELL Charlo did to him. Because you gave everybody else their praises. except JERMELL Charlo on his road to undisputed. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight.
2 minutes.
People road to undisputed. People road to undisputed. A dude done cleaned out a division and still on the tail, but yet it's still, we are here debating this here. And that's my time.
All right. Knockout. We're going to start the clock. When you start, you got 5 minutes for the rebuttal round.
So you said out your own mouth, I can go on and keep it factual. I love the debate because I can go on and keep it factual. But the fact of the matter is you lied when you said John Jackson was a champion. I encourage every person to go in the chat. We got 230 people in here. I encourage the judges. Type John Jackson boxer in your Google right now, and you will see that JERMELL Charlo and John Jackson fought for a vacant WBC 154-pound champion. This is why I tell y'all shouldn't come over here messing with me if you ain't got your shit together. Now you also said, Rosario, you said I can go on and be factual. Cool. Then please explain to us in your rebuttal how come you said Rosario KO'd J-Rock just like J-Rock KO'd Jarrett Hurd. I would ask the judges again. I would ask the chat again to go look up Jarrett Hurd box rec and look at his loss to Julian J-Rock Williams. You will see that he lost by unanimous decision. He did not get knocked out. Was that a fact when you were saying that shit? Now you also lied. And I want you to find, because you didn't do your research, right? You can prove me wrong. You said that I said that Rosario took a dive. I've talked about that fight between JERMELL Charlo and Jason Rosario. So hopefully you did your research and you got about 4 more minutes. Go find me some tape where I said that he took a dive. You lied on me again. So that's 3 lies you said in your round in and of itself. Then you basically admitted that Alexander Usyk had the better goddamn run because you said Tony Harrison almost broke JERMELL Charlo. So JERMELL Charlo was almost broke on his undisputed run. Nobody did that shit to Alexander Usyk, though. Nobody almost broke him. Nobody almost tore him down mentally. His motherfucking ass was good. You know why? Because he ain't had to take no L. His motherfucking ass was good. You know why? Because he ain't had to run it back with nobody. So the mere fact that you would say in your round that JERMELL Charlo was almost broke mentally kind of proves my point, I would think. Because if you almost broke mentally on your run, but the other guy was never broke mentally on his run, don't that make his shit more impressive? I'm just saying what we talking about, bro. What else you say, bro? Oh yeah. You tried to get slick. You know what I'm saying? You tried to give JERMELL Charlo credit for what he did to Jorge Cota. You tried to give, oh man, JERMELL Charlo. I mean, what did he do to Cota? I don't know, bro. He did exactly what Erickson Lubin did to him, knocked him out because he had already been knocked out before. He did exactly what Marco Antonio Rubio did to him, knocked him out because he had already been knocked out before. It's not impressive when you're doing shit to people that somebody else already did to him. And they had already lost. He's beating dudes that already lost, and my boy Usyk was beating people that ain't never lost before. Then you made it seem like, what? Oh man, what did he do to Rosario? What did he do to Tony Harrison? He knocked Tony Harrison out, but Jarrett Hurd also knocked Tony Harrison out, and so did some dude named Willie Nelson. So these names that you keep mentioning, people had already did that shit to him, bro. People had already did that shit to him. So I end with this, bro, and I hope everybody look this shit up. When you guys come up here, I'm giving y'all some free game. Make sure you actually talking facts, because I'm going to pull them out of you. It was not a fact that John Jackson was a champion. It was a motherfucking lie. That was for a vacant belt. It's up there for everybody. All you gotta do is look it up. All you gotta do is look it up, bro. Straight up. Rosario did knock out J-Rock, but J-Rock did not knock out Jarrett Hurd. That's a motherfucking lie. It's not true. You can't come up here winning the baseline and shit. I never said that Rosario took a dive. Don't come, you damn sure. I know everything I say. You damn sure can't say that I said some shit that I didn't say, bro. That was cap. And then it's just cap on top of cap on top of cap of your argument. So now that we've rebutted all your shit, I got a little bit of time left. I'm going to finish again. Usyk's shit, just to remind the judges, Usyk's shit has to be more impressive because he never lost. His shit has to be more impressive because he won all his belts in somebody else's hometown. His shit has to be more impressive because he never had to take a non-title fight. All his shit was for titles. His shit has to be more impressive because he actually has already defended his undisputed crown. JERMELL
30
Charlo
seconds.
claims to none of this shit. And that's my time. That's all I got. That's my round one.
All right. Heating up. All right, Ben, the clock starts when you start talking. You got 5 minutes for your rebuttal round. You on mute if you're talking.
Yeah, we clear?
Yeah, you good.
So when we talk about the vacant belts, that's neither here nor factor. The debate is about who rode to undisputed was very impressive. You know what I'm saying? When you got a dude talking this triangle theory about this dude just knocked that dude out, this boxing. That's what happened when you fight, when you got fighters want to fight and gonna fight and has fought them. You got people gonna win and lose. How they handle their defeat is very impressive to me. Some people go out like a sore loser. Some people hold a defeat on their head like a victory. And this is what I'm telling you. You're telling y'all, JERMELL Charlo road to undisputed was far more impressive because the dude cleaned out the entire division. When you talk about, doing it in your hometown and in your backyard, we could just say all these fighters, very few fighters fight in their backyard. The ones from Vegas that fight over here in the States, or the ones from New York that fight in Madison Square or the Barclays. They the ones have just all the way you can say it. But these motherfuckers, when you look at them where they from, it's not even a boxing venue in there. So yes, he gonna have to go on the damn road and fight. Motherfucker might have to go to the UK a few times. Cause them little country, you look on the map, you gonna have to blow that shit up to really look at that shit. That's not our point. That's not our who road to undisputed was more impressive. A dude cleaning out his division. Bumps and bruises, got up, dusted himself off, overcame whatever the narrative want to be in those situations. I'm gonna say he had a bad judging scorecard that night when he fought motherfucker Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up scorecard. Went on in a rematch and did his thing. Handled that. Very, very impressive. Same thing with Brian Castano. All these dudes, the 154 division is packed big. This not a dude got all the belts cherry picking out here like some of these champions do. Are doing around here picking these dudes up from the next little small country and talk about I'm being great. It's just like when you gotta clean out his division now. We talk about a dude, bro, to undisputed. These dudes, he knocked him out. They fighting. He should knock his ass out too when he fight him. Or get his ass knocked out. It's the boxing game. That's what happens. But dude cleaning up the entire division, and that need to be, y'all gonna question that. Sit here and, the dude with everybody is still defending that. Injury shit happens in practice. Shit happen in sparring. Shit just happened in the ring and outside the ring. But if a dude say when this shit is over with, when I heal my bones, when I heal this court case, whatever it may be, it's back to business, y'all gotta respect that. Cause in life shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? But if this dude had a little bump and then sat back and came back and talk about he wanted to cherry pick, just acting like, no. You ain't cleaning out shit in my eyes, my boy. But if you sitting here beating this dude ass, beating that dude ass, beat the dude ass that beat his ass, doing all this shit, and still beating all this shit, your road to undisputed and finna defend this shit. That's my point. I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
All right. Y'all put some clapping emojis in the chat. That's the first round. We're gonna go to the judges. We're gonna start off with Dub right side. Who you got and why?
Hey man, first round, man. KO came out, and I thought he was surgical in the first round. He broke down the Usyk's run, as well as making comparisons to the fights at the same point as far as the run goes. The points that really stood out was how Usyk was a home or he was a road warrior going and winning all the belts on the road, regardless of what. And most of the time on the road in whoever he's fighting home country. He brought up how Usyk didn't have any non-title fights. He broke down how Charlo had a draw at home. One thing that stood out to me was he said Usyk's run was 7-0, all on the road, and Charlo, you know what I'm saying, he was 8-1-1. You know what I'm saying, and he had a draw in his own backyard. So then Ben came back. I think the point he was trying to make was 154 was was the more difficult division with the fighters that were there. And then I'm gonna be honest, Ben, you kind of got all over the place there. You started talking about some different fighters in the division and how they were fighting each other, but you didn't really correlate it back, in my opinion, all the way to Charlo. You did bring up that Charlo, he did clean the division out. Then in the rebuttal round, I thought this is what KO really took the round. He came back when you said that John Jackson was a champion. No, it was for a vacant belt. It was definitely for a vacant title. He brought up how J-Rock didn't KO hurt, like you said. I didn't really want to get into the point as far as what he said because I'd never heard him say it. But then you also said that Charlo against Harrison, he almost was broken. You know what I'm saying? And it depended on how he got over that. I thought KO, he just was the rebuttal round. I thought he won both ends of the round. I gave that round to KO.
All right. I'm gonna go with my man Kwame. What you got for the first round? Who you got and why?
Hey man, this is it was a good first round, but I gotta stick to my rules. If you say something that's not true and it gets brought up, it's a wrap. And I did the research. I initially thought when he said John Jackson was a champion, I thought he meant previously before that fight because I knew it was for a vacant belt. I did look through BoxRec, and he did fight for championship fights, and he lost them, 2 of them. So that was false. So I gave it around to KO based off, not just based off that, but that made it a definite that the round went to KO. I also felt that Ben Israel, he left a lot of meat on the bone in terms of his argument for Charlo. I felt like he could have stuck to some more of why Charlo's run was more impressive. He did start to talk about some other fighters. It didn't really tie it back into JERMELL Charlo. Didn't tie it into Charlo knocking out all the champions at the weight class, deeper weight class. Just a lot of meat left on the bone. Therefore, I had to go ahead and get that to KO.
All right. I'm going to my brother to the right of me. I can't see what your name is, but who you got and why?
Jay Chestnut.
That's Jay D Free. But go ahead, Jay.
All right, that was a clear KO round for me. Ben, bro, like Kwame said, bro, you left a lot of meat on the bone, bro. Like, I really wish if he was gonna stick with why JERMELL's run was better, I wish you would have talked about how he won all those belts. Because he won them all by knockout, bro. I just wish you would have kind of stuck to how he did it and then tied everything back together. I think he was kind of jumping and skipping all over the place. You never really told me why his run was more impressive. And I just think if you would have drove home for me how he won those title fights,
Right.
how he was beating guys in the
Right.
deeper division, in the bigger name division,
Right.
I think the round would have been a little bit closer. But like you left a lot
A lot
on the
on
board
the
that
bone.
round.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out! I'm here for boxing with the $5 in the super chat. Says that man said surgical shake my head KO 1. All right, let's go to the next round. I'll put it up there. Ben gonna go first this time, and it's his question. That first question was my question. This is his question. Then the third question, the judges get to pick. So yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight. But there go the second question right there, D Free. It's on our brother Ben Israel. Go ahead, man.
Okay. Was Devin Haney avoided and blackballed on the road to undisputed? Ben Israel is he he's debating for Devin Haney?
Yeah, he's saying yes, he was avoided and blackballed on his road to undisputed. I'm saying no.
Okay, so Ben Israel is defending Devin Haney, and KO is going against that. So Ben Israel, the clock starts when you start talking.
Before I start talking, I'm steady waiting on the third question though. Is it gonna be a blind question or
Yeah,
what?
it's a blind question for you. Notice you want the judges to pick. They're gonna pick the third question, bro.
But I
They're
just
gonna pick
thought
the
the
third
question.
question,
I
and
thought the
neither one
question.
of us know. The judges are gonna pick the
Cool.
question. That's what you asked for.
That's what I want.
Neither
But
one of us know the question. They're gonna pick it in real time in front of everybody, and we're gonna cook on the third round.
yes, sir. That is clear. I'm ready to go.
Are we waiting on you?
You know, when you talk about avoiding and blackball, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney was that. And it's funny that I get to pick this one. You know what I'm saying? Defend this one. This one is like, you know, how people mark people these days, you know, for being themselves, for being a person who wanna fight the very best. And all this started off with Vasil, where we at today, with Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko, a dude who was considered as one of boxing, you know what I'm saying, great, very best, who was out here promoted as better than Muhammad Ali, Sliced Berry. We all heard that though. And Devin, when he was Lomachenko mandatory, he asked for that shot. Knocked on his door. High Tech, Mr. Lomachenko, would you allow me to fight you? But then it been reported through, you know what I'm saying, sources when they had talked to Mauricio Sudamar, and Mauricio Sudamar came out his mouth and said that Mr. Lomachenko and Bob Arum requested to be franchised. And he obliged them to avoid Devin Haney, to avoid fighting Devin Haney. He was awarded the WBC belt, gave it, you know, this was all of, oh, he was an email champ. All that came into existence right there because one guy didn't want to fight the other guy, and he was rightfully crowned the position. He was the #1 mandatory, waiting to fight the dude that's better than Muhammad Ali, out here promoted by his own promoters. You know, some of you guys say the great promoter right now to this day. You know, yes, they requested that. He was obliged. They gave him that to avoid this guy. But then he went on, you know what I'm saying? Then he fought a dude named Teofimo Lopez. And at this time, because I got 10 minutes, I'm going to try to make sure I wrap it all up the right way this time. When you talk about avoiding the blackball, you know what I'm saying? Because at this time, you had Ryan Garcia in the division. You had Tank Davis in the division. You had Teofimo Lopez in the division. These young guys was crowned as the 4 horsemen. Oh, they was gonna fight. So when you talk about knocking each other out, this is what we thought we was gonna see. Ryan Garcia became Devin Haney mandatory. He never stepped up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Things just became real complex right then and there. You know what I'm saying? It started getting real crazy. You know what I'm saying? You had Teofimo Lopez, you know, just became the IBF champion. He went on to defend his champion with the same dude that avoided Devin Haney. But before they went into a unification bout, it was talk of Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney getting it in. They left that talk on the table because they said they finna go in and bout, claiming it was for motherfucking undisputed. Because at the time they had this franchise belt, a lot of people was masquerading like this was the super belt. And then Sudamar said on one hand it wasn't. Then on the one hand he said it was. And it's had the boxing fans totally confused. But this where the road of blackball and avoided finna come into play with that dude. You got Tank Davis out here, the prime meat, the super duper quadruple A side. They've been knocking on his door. Yo, what's up? Let's get it in. Oh yeah, I'll fight you. Ain't no smoke with that. Ain't no get back smoke with that. Ryan Garcia, Mr. Coverboy, he out here. Yeah, man, you get it in. Nah. I'm gonna fight you last. I want to fight Tank. You know, shit is in a disarray. Devin out here had to fight to resort the JoJo's and the Narias of the world. 2 former world champions. You feel what I'm saying? Still asking to fight the Ryan Garcia, the Tank Davises, the Teofimo Lopez, the Loma, still asking to fight these dudes repeatedly, being avoided. The fight goes down with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. Unification bout. A lot of people out here that's confused, talking about it was for undisputed when you had the reigning and defending undefeated WBC lightweight champion right over there. Nobody still ain't addressing this because the blackball in it. Nah, this is the blackball right here. No, we can't allow him. Not that young dude there. You know, his daddy go around here talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He was awarded a belt because Lomachenko blessed him for it. Just the buffoonery was just getting overwhelming. And people started believing in that. But nobody was saying, nah, let me just look and go fight that dude. Teofimo, it went down. Teofimo was victorious in a Lomachenko win. Dethroned Lomachenko. Went over there, talk about he's the supreme champion. He's the shit. I'm undisputed with a franchise belt now. Why you got the current WBC, the most prestige belt in boxing right there on Devin Hill. Then he talk about Devin needing 10 years to fight him. All of the shit, just the stuff just went overboard. You know, Ryan running, you know what I'm saying? Tank act like he can't mention Devin name at this time. You know, it just was just going on. But he was steady fighting these former champions that I just talked about a minute ago. But then it happened. What happened? Mr. Super Duper Unified Champion, who claimed to be undisputed, went over there and fought a dude named Giorgio Cambosa. I ain't gonna disrespect him, man. George Cambosa. And then he was dethroned. He was dethroned on a network that a lot of people just a fly-by-night network. Triller came through the door. But then before him and George Cambosa locked up, let's back it up. He did address your boy Eddie Hearn, talk about if he give him that many millions of dollars, he gonna fight him. After he said he need these many years before he can step up to his level, all of before he was saying. Then he said, how much you want? Went on. George Cambosa whipped his ass. Then that name came up again. Vasil Hatek Lomachenko and George Cambosa. George Cambosa whipped Teofimo behind so bad, and it was so impressive that Teofimo Lopez, Mr. Takeover himself, said he don't want no more smoke. I'm good. I'm already gonna throw. Already the excuses just went through the roof with him. Went through the roof when George Cambosa got on his neck. Then George Cambosa was that guy, Mr. Spartan, you know, Mr. Emperor. All these names he gave himself. While Devin was over there humble, being avoided by all the big names of boxing that I just mentioned to y'all. All these companies called him name, pillar fisted, email champion, but refused to fight him. Refused to give him this opportunity. But it came in a form of a dude named Vasil Lomachenko, again, do not want to step up to the plate. And then it was offered to them. If you just take the pay cut, 3 fight deal, we'll make it happen with you. But you got to go over there to my boy backyard. To these backyard people be saying, like, people afraid to do these things. And he did that. Went over in his backyard, and he was victorious. And then the very same belt that these people was out here masquerading about this franchise belt, and Mario Sasudama had y'all confused about. That was the first name pulled off the table.
1 minute.
1 minute. You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing pulled off the table. And then when he became undisputed champion, oh, and I'm gonna save it for my rebuttal.
All right. Knockout. You got 10 minutes and start. The clock start when you start talking.
This is the thing with y'all Devin Haney fans and why y'all keep bro. You had the choice of question and you put too much extra sauce on it. It ain't enough for Devin Haney to be undisputed for y'all. It ain't enough for Devin Haney to be the youngest undisputed champion for y'all. It ain't enough for Devin Haney to be undisputed, be the youngest undisputed champion, and be avoided for y'all. You had to throw in the question, was Devin Haney avoided and blackballed on his road to undisputed? What fucked you up was the and blackballed. Let's talk about why. Blackballed means to reject, typically by means of a secret ballot. Does anyone have any articles? Does anyone have any paperwork? Does anyone have any quotes where Devin Haney was blackballed? Can anybody find that as I continue my round? Let's talk about how he was not blackballed. Can anyone name a fighter other than Devin Haney who has fought on Showtime, DAZN, and ESPN since 2018? I got the fights right here. In 2018 to 2019, he fought on Showtime. It was against Mason Menard, Juan Carlos Burgos, and Zolani Ndungini. Then he had 6 fights on DAZN. Moran, Abdulev, Santiago, Gamboa, and Linares, and Jojo Diaz. And now he's had 2 fights on ESPN. George Kambosos. How are you being blackballed if everybody trying to do business with you? Everywhere you look, they want him on Showtime. They want him on DAZN. They want him on ESPN. So much so, in fact, the 3 most powerful entities in boxing right now, DAZN, ESPN, Top Rank, and Showtime, 2 of them said, we don't want to just sign you. We want to go into a partnership deal with you. Yeah. Multi-fight, co-promotional partnership deals worth millions of dollars offered to Devin Haney by DAZN Matchroom and Top Rank ESPN on his road to undisputed. How are you being blackballed if they offering you millions of dollars to fight at the same time? And allowing you, by Devin Haney's own words, I'm excited about my multi-million-dollar partnership with Matchroom Boxing. All this hard work is finally paying off. This is a huge chapter in my career. I have a co-promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing. Eddie Hearn is the perfect guy for me to go in business with. While Matchroom will provide the infrastructure, together we will select the best opponents to showcase my talents. So they letting you pick opponents. They giving you millions and millions of dollars. And you being blackballed. So who voted? Because again, reject. Sound like he being accepted. Showtime accepted him. ESPN accepted him. DAZN accepted him. WBC moved his ass up and elevated him to champion without having him have to fight for it. They accepted him. Who's rejecting him? Who's blackballing him, bro? Who in the industry blackballing him? Not only everything that I just mentioned, how are you being blackballed when you get the highest guaranteed purses in your division? How you being blackballed when you get the highest guaranteed purses in your division, bro? If you didn't put extra sauce on it, Ben Israel, and you would have just made the question, was Devin Haney being avoided on his road to undisputed? You would have had a shot. But y'all always throw just a little bit of extra sauce when you don't need none. And you put and blackballed in there. Maybe you could argue he was avoided. You cannot argue that he was blackballed. People that are blackballed do not get to go around fighting on network after network. People that are blackballed do not get multi-million-dollar deals for multiple networks. They don't get it, bro. They do not get that shit. But back to what I was saying. How you getting paid more in guaranteed money than everybody else and being blackballed at the same time? Somebody make it make sense, bro. The man got $3 million to fight Jorge Linares, dog. $3 million. The same Jorge Linares that when he stepped into the ring against Devin Haney, he had already been knocked out by Pablo Cano. He had already been knocked out by Lomachenko. He had already been knocked out by Sergio Thompson. He had already been knocked out by Antonio DeMarco. He had already been knocked out by Juan Zambrano. How you getting blackballed by the industry and they paying you $3 million to fight somebody that's been knocked out 5 times? The fact that he's even undisputed proves he's not being blackballed. If you were being blackballed, how did all the sanctioning bodies, all the promoters come together and you end up getting your shot at undisputed? How can you have all the accolades but be blackballed at the same time? It's a confusing concept to me. Devin Haney made $2 million to fight Yuriorkis Gamboa, bro. After Tank Davis already knocked him out. And Castellanos knocked him out. And Crawford knocked him out. And Yuriorkis Gamboa was 38 years old. They was paying him $2 million to fight Yuriorkis Gamboa. The man got $2.8 million to fight Kambosos and then defended his belt. According to DraftKings, his guaranteed purse in the defense was $7 million. So I'm asking straight up, how are you being blackballed? Because the question is, was Devin Haney avoided and blackballed on his road to undisputed? How can you possibly be blackballed when you get the highest purses? How can you possibly be blackballed when you're the only fighter in that division that has fought on every reputable network in America? You fought on Showtime. You fought on DAZN. You fought on ESPN. How? How you being blackballed? How are you being blackballed when you get co-promotional deals with all these big companies and everybody else got to sign their life away? That's what y'all tell me, Devin Haney fans. So the mere fact that one of these is clearly a no makes you lose the round. Because the question is, was Devin Haney avoided and blackballed on his road to undisputed? You can argue he was avoided. You cannot argue that he was blackballed. You can't. Because there's no proof, there's no evidence. So unless you can provide some paperwork of somebody voting, because again, we got to go by definitions. Words matter. Unless you can provide us the secret ballot and who was voting on the secret ballot to reject him, then we can't make the argument that he was blackballed. As a matter of fact, everything leading up to this point in his career with how much he get paid, the fact that he got the opportunity to be undisputed, the fact that he gets to go around fighting from network to network, that's the opposite of blackball. Because Eddie Hearn gave him a shot. Al Heyman gave him a shot. Bob Arum gave him a shot. WBC, IBF, WBO, WBA, everybody done gave him a shot at their belts, at their promotional companies, on their fight cards, everything. So that's all I got. That's my round. That's my round 2.
All right. All right. I don't know what happened to Ben Israel. He dropped off. So we're waiting for him for his rebuttal round, but he dropped off.
Y'all smash the like button. Let me I'm gonna text it. Give me a second. Smash the like button. We got 203 likes, 250 people in the building. Give me a second. Real quick, shout out to D Bibble, the champ, with the $5 super chat. Yo, Ben, what the F are you talking about? Y'all crazy as hell, man. Hey, right side, can you call him, bro? Real quick.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Y'all be sure to smash the like button. If you want to sign up for a debate, y'all can hit my email up, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Subscribe to all these brothers up here, man. Right side, D Free, Kwame from Loyal to the Game, Boxing Talk. Y'all give them a sub and make sure y'all go check out their content, man.
Hey, I think he about to jump back up. Well, it went straight to voicemail. Usually if it do that, he probably about to jump back on.
All right, well, we'll wait on him for a little bit longer. Shout out JD with the $10 in super chat, says no mas ? Nah, I think maybe something up with his phone. I'm hoping. I'd hate to have to. You know. Shout out to Real Spill Midwest Boxing Talk. KO, you put in work. Got to give your props, bro. Homie didn't do his homework. We ain't gonna say y'all. We gonna give him some time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have technical difficulties and shit, man.
Maybe his phone died. It keep going to. Hey, I don't know. I can't tell you nothing.
Well, while we waiting, we can talk some boxing.
I mean,
y'all
this is. I was gonna say this is called the TKO Debate Series. So. This might be the first TKO in these debates.
No, hey, phone must have died, man. The phone must have died.
Whatever we gonna blame it on. Shout out, Big Lorenzo with $2 super chat says, "Let me hop on our body bag KO with that Haney hate." I mean, I ain't told no lies, bro. It is what it is, man. I ain't picked that question. You picked that goddamn question. You more than welcome, though. Shit, you more than welcome. So, while we waiting, bro, just so we can continue the show, y'all think Rayo was robbed, bro? Y'all believe Rayo was robbed by Chris Cole?
Absolutely not.
You're damn
Absolutely
right it was
not.
a robbery.
Absolutely not.
Go ahead,
How you scored the fight, Chestnut?
I had it 6 rounds to 4. So with the knockdown, I had it exactly how the 3 judges had it.
I believe that he was raw. I had Rayo actually the opposite. I had Rayo 6 rounds to 4. I could only find 4 rounds to give to Chris Colbert. Y'all gotta remember, Chris Colbert got hurt 4 times in that fight. He got knocked down in the very first
And them
round.
the 4 rounds I gave him.
I had it. I had it.
He got hurt 4 times in the fight, and he got knocked down. So he's already down by a round.
But here go my thing. Here go my thing, Deep. Here go my thing, right? For me, bro, I thought there were rounds where Rayo just almost where he had Chris up against the ropes, where he just didn't feel to me like he was doing enough to win the rounds, bro. It seemed like he was relying a lot on the power shots to hurt Chris, and he did get to Chris a couple, you know what I'm saying, a few times throughout the fight with those power shots, especially with that overhand left. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the hell, how Chris kept getting hit with that same shot. But the thing was, man, those rounds where Chris wasn't getting hurt, bro, Chris was working him with the jab, working him with combinations. And Rayo was literally just standing in front of Chris, just looking at him, bro. I'm like, bro, throw something, throw a jab, throw a body shot, do something, bro. Don't just stand there and let the man take the round. Because a lot of the rounds that I gave Chris stole because I didn't think that Rayo really did much to win those rounds. You can't. I don't give a fighter a round just based off of one flurry over a 3-minute period, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole 3 minutes for a reason. Like, if you have a moment, cool. But like, bro, like I didn't think Rayo did enough to win it, bro. If I'm being completely honest.
Hey, let me catch you super chat real quick. Y'all keep going. Shout out to I'm Here for Boxing. He said with the $5 super chat, says salute to the panel, salute to you, bro. And shout out to A1 who's on. With the $5 super chat says dub a panel thought. Quit trying to save his ass. Hey, shout out. I'm Here for Boxing back in the super chat with the $5. He came to cook with no pot. Man, bro, I hope he hop on this panel for this round too, bro. This is going to look bad, bro.
Jay Chestnut, I agree with you said, but a lot of those rounds that you gave to Chris Colbert was missing a lot of shots, and that's what I was impressed with Rayo. Rayo head movement was more impressive this fight than I've seen in previous fights. He was making Chris Colbert miss a lot of shots, and so even though Chris Colbert was throwing shots, he was missing, and Rayo was countering him. And like I said, I had Rayo winning that fight by at least 2 rounds.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I just thought it was close. Like, cause I think when you say robbery, bro, like robbery to me in boxing, I think is used too loosely for one. But like for two, like Paul Williams Erslandy Lara is a robbery. That's a robbery. Like this wasn't a robbery. I think it was just rounds where Rayo just to me didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? And for 3 judges to agree 6 rounds to 4, man, like I mean. I don't know, bro.
You know what this decision reminded me of? This decision reminded me of Andre Ward versus Kovalov, the first fight.
Well, man, you know what? Let's let me drop the link. I don't know if he coming back, bro, and I ain't gonna keep,
I see somebody in chat say Rayo's face was busted up. Rayo's face wasn't busted up. He had a bloody nose.
That link
he had a bloody nose. Yeah.
Talk boxing or talk about the debate or whatever happened. You know.
Yeah, he was wiping his. Chris Cobra was wiping both his eyes during the fight. So
he was, bro. He got hurt bad in there, bro. Yeah, man. He got hurt. He got hurt sometimes, bro.
My thing with that fight, bro. My thing with that fight is this, bro. Like at the end of the day, like if I watch a fighter hurt somebody 4 separate times and almost knock him out 4 times, I have a hard time not giving him the fight, bro. I don't know how. Like he almost knocked him out in the first round. He almost knocked him out in the 6th round. He almost knocked him out in the 8th round, and at the end of the 10th round, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Which I don't know what Cobra was doing in the 10th round, bro. I'm like, bro, you don't won the 10th comfortably, bro.
How do I give you that fight, bro? Like how?
But and my thing is this though. My thing is at the end of the day, I give Cobra credit because Cobra he showed more heart in this fight than I thought he had. I give him credit.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree.
I definitely gave him credit for the fight.
And I understand.
Yeah, he got my respect more than he had. Cause I was talking bad about Kobe. He earned some respect.
he curled up at first though, and then then that fight kicked in, and he said, "The hell with it, I ain't about to go out."
But there was a lot of times. There was a lot of times where he was coming forward. He did have a bigger fighter on his back foot. I really wanted to say, man, although I thought it was a robbery, and when I say robbery,
hold up, right side, Jay Nori, you supposed to hit me up for you and Smoke debate, bro. You supposed to hit my email so we can set up y'all debate for Wednesday. If y'all still doing it, I need to know, bro. Y'all can do it this Wednesday or this Thursday. You need to email me, bro. But salute to you.
The right side, man, you need to get on that debate table. I'm still mad about that robbery that you did to me. Now that was a robbery.
What robbery? Man, I don't even remember what the topic was. What are we talking about? It don't matter. It don't matter. You know, I ain't got no problem debating. You ain't got no problem with it. But
that robbery on me and being Israel. You robbed me.
Hey man. Hey man, like I hear what you're saying, Upper, but can we just, you know what I'm saying, can we have a moment of silence, man? My man then ran off on me.
Hold on. Hell no. It ain't no fucking silence. There ain't no motherfucking silence. Hold on, goddammit. Hold on. It ain't no goddamn silence in this situation.
What's going on around this motherfucker, man?
For a motherfucker to sit here and leave the panel, not answer the motherfucking phone.
Yeah, bro, this is the first time, bro. This is the first time, bro.
How you get your ass whooped on your own question?
Hold on, we gotta call it what it is.
Question.
Go one at a time. Go one at a time, bro. Go one at a time.
This is the first time a motherfucker done got knocked out the ring. And this is exactly what we just seen a nigga get knocked out the motherfucking ring, bro. It is what it is.
Hey, guess what he do? He thought he was slick because he picked the Devin. He thought he was slick because he picked the Devin Haney question, so he knew how everybody is about Devin Haney. So he picked that right there, so he can already have y'all sympathy and everything.
Not mine. Not mine.
You get your ass whooped on your own question.
What he did was he worded it wrong. He worded it wrong in KO, and that was an intellectual KO that KO
yes,
put
it
on.
was. Yes, he did.
Hold on.
Yes,
I was already prepared. I was gonna be like, "Hey, KO, you only answered half the question. You didn't answer the full question, so I
told you, KO. I told you, Dub was gonna get you."
But when you arguing for, you got to prove the whole question. So by this,
correct, that's true.
The whole question thrown the fuck out in the
right, because at Dub right side, if you was going to say that, he only answered one portion of the
that's
question.
True. That's absolutely true.
And that's why I was gonna say the rebuttal round was gonna win the round for me. Whoever won the round.
Because if
I don't think so.
Say, was Devin Haney avoided and blackball, meaning was he both? If he's not both, then you can't win that round.
He proved that he was somewhat blackballed by bringing up the Mauricio Suleiman point. Suleiman did try to blackball that man by creating the franchise bill.
Yeah, well,
but Suleiman also said that.
But you can't say blackball because he ended up with the WBC belt anyway. So you can't say Suleiman. You can't say Suleiman blackballed him because he gave him the full WBC after that anyway, bro.
He told him.
He gave him the belt. If he was blackballing, he wouldn't have got a belt or the fight.
No choice about them.
Facts, bro.
I'm just saying. Ben don't believe you. Ben don't believe you.
He did have a choice. He never lost his mandatory.
I hear you right side, but he don't believe.
I ain't think we were gonna see a Roberto Duran up this joint, but I guess we do. Yeah, bro. That was.
Hey, that
No,
was like that movie.
y'all know Ben gonna come back with a vengeance. He gonna be on everybody's platform talking about he won't
He's gonna
KO.
be over here, bro. Because if it wasn't for my brothers willing to hop up
Fuck
here,
man, bro. He been
people in the
talking that
chat
crazy
rocking
shit.
with me and shit, bro, then it could have ruined the show. And
I
I can't have you back doing shit like that, bro. That's
Hell nah,
Facts, bro. Facts,
I
bro.
can't do it. Like you gotta stand in here and take your ass whipping like everybody else, bro.
Oh
That's
Lord.
almost as bad as not showing up for the damn debate.
Yeah,
Shit.
you
No,
get
that's
this
worse. This is
motherfucker.
worse.
It's worse.
This is worse.
I would rather for you not to show
Not
up
show
than for
up,
you to
right.
That's
get in the
true.
ring
That's
and
true. No,
leave.
you're right.
Like,
Yeah,
come on,
Hey,
leave.
Doug, what we gonna debate on, man? What's the topic?
man, send me something, man. We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna let you do the honor since you robbed me.
Hey, you the one who wanted to debate. I said, I thought you lost again. Hey, look, I can't be the only one to rob you. If another judge thought the
It
same
was
thing,
both
I
of
thought.
y'all, but the chat and KO even said, man, KO even felt some type of way, man. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Y'all got me.
I scored it for you 2-1. I ain't gonna hold you. I gave you 2 rounds and 1. Shout out
The
88
first
Sports
round,
Talk with $2 in the super chat says TKO KO that boy done the liquor was calling. Hey man, I gotta say something, man. Like right side, my brother inside the square circle with King Judah, Jay Grant Jr., Dank Father, Nick J, man. This how y'all Devin Haney fans do, brother. Like, get what y'all doing now, bro.
I was gonna
that
say
nigga keep calling
something.
wrong.
Stop
Get
it,
what
KO.
y'all doing now,
Stop it,
nah.
I was gonna say something, but
Stop
I
you
feel like
know.
Ben, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like Ben was holding his own. I don't know why he got up out of here. I feel like he had a chance. I don't know why he got up out of here.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
think he was
Before,
leaving more meat on the bone in that round too, man. I was
Yeah.
like,
He
bro,
was
damn,
windmilling that
dog,
round.
come
I mean,
on, man.
I think he was
he was doing it
surprised.
right.
I think he was surprised by the way KO attacked the question.
Hey,
The
Yeah,
way
I tell
after
you what, he was
it
swinging at
was
the air,
brilliant how
man.
KO attacked the
Hey,
Hey,
question.
low
That was
key,
KO
I
was too
was too
intellectual.
though.
Through the damn
Low key, I
towel.
was too.
I
KO
was
took him out
too.
of his element. He got too intellectual with him. You know that he took him out of his element.
Hey, I'm gonna
Fuck
tell you
this
like
shit.
this. I'm gonna tell you like this. I was actually
Oh, we
surprised
reviewing this
in the
debate
first
tonight.
round from Ben Israel. I was actually surprised of
Yeah, the first
what he
round he
was
started
saying.
off until that rebuttal came.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rebuttal
He was
lost it
doing
for me.
good
But
at first. And
No,
Yeah,
then
but
bro, I
hey,
didn't think his first 10 minutes was
that
good,
first
bro. His
round
first
was
10 minutes, he
trash.
was all over the place, bro.
yeah, my boy
I'm
Ben
saying,
was
but
He was
calm.
all over the place
Hey,
with his
hey,
first
he was
10,
calm.
bro.
Hey, he was calm. He was trying to articulate. I was surprised, but he was doing
that's
good.
what I said. That's
and
what I
then
said.
That's
KO
because
came
that
with
He
that
it
was
was
rebuttal.
doing
over
good.
for a moment, bro.
I didn't say the round was good. I said he was doing good.
Yeah, he was doing better than he did. Then KO hit him
Oh,
with that
okay, I
pull
got you.
counter.
I got you.
Then
Damn, bro.
KO hit him with that pull counter on that rebuttal. Knocked his whole screws loose. It was over then. I said, man, it's over with now.
Hey, shout out to I'm here for boxing with the $20 in super chat says my man like dude and the white man can't jump. I'm going to the car to get my other gun and I'm seeing everybody. Yeah, fact. And shout out to my bro BFTB boxing with the $5 in super chat. I'll never disrespect my homie or his page, but I'm just here and wanted to say fuck that goof ass nigga, and I mean that with all disrespect. Hey, BFTB,
I'm with you too, bro.
you can
I'm with
see,
you,
as
BF.
you can see, it's
Ooh-wee.
early. And I know you
Ooh-wee.
be cooking, BF. You be cooking, you be doing your thing. You know what I think of your skills in the debate arena and shit like that. But you ain't never made nobody run up off the motherfucking TKO Debate Series though. You done made him run off your shit, but you ain't never made him run off this shit, bro. Made him run off, BF. He done dipped out on me, dog.
Yo,
We
his shit was
in the
going straight to
middle. We probably in the
voicemail.
middle of round
Say
two
it
right
ain't
now.
so.
We in the middle. We in
That
the
Damn.
nigga shit was
middle,
going
BF. I
straight
don't
to
even know.
voicemail.
Hey, that's because he blocked Doug Rice after setting him up with this.
That
You hear
nigga said, I
me?
don't want to hear from none of y'all. I don't want to hear from none of y'all.
Put
He
niggas on
selected
do not
the voice.
disturb.
Hey, KO. I'm serious though, bro.
BRB.
I know how Ben is, bro. He about to be on everybody panel calling for you, bro, until you say something.
I
For
ain't gonna
what?
say nothing.
For what?
I ain't gonna say shit.
That
He
y'all know
wanted
how Ben. That's how Ben do. That's how Ben do,
Bro. People do that shit all the time. Like people, like y'all know what it is. Like the real, y'all know, y'all was here, bro. Like I don't need to respond, bro. Y'all were
Right.
here.
I got you.
Everybody was here. I ain't worried about that shit.
Somebody
Nigga. Go do what you do.
That's like being in a fight and the dude start getting the best of you. You just turn around and start running, and then you go to everybody. Oh, I want to see him. How you gonna say you want to see him? You ran.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I want to know what these third round questions were supposed to be. I was low-key kind of excited when y'all said we was getting ready to pick questions. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, how
It
was
would
that
have been
gonna work?
worse.
How was that
It
gonna
would have
work?
been worse because the judges would have got to pick it and we'd have had to
How
take
were we
on
gonna
our
pick
pick.
that?
I was gonna let y'all pick whatever, and then I was gonna tell him, which one you want.
So it was gonna be
each one of y'all would have came up with a question, and then he would say,
and he could have picked whichever one. He could have picked whichever one he wanted.
Oh wow! Oh, I had a good one for y'all last too. Woo, man, damn! Why we couldn't get to the third round, man? Damn.
Hey, Judah, he won't be doing that shit on pool counter because I'm gonna holler at pool counter tomorrow. Nigga ain't getting up on that damn counter, that bullshit tomorrow. That nigga ain't getting on that damn counter.
Hey, my shit, it's like this, bro. Like, and I told him, like, and y'all heard me, like, I ain't gonna never argue no shit I don't believe in. So I actually believe Devin Haney was avoided. But when he sent me the question, I was like, yep, I'll take that question. I got you, bro. You should have just, if he would have just, and that's why I tried to give him some game, bro. If you would have just said, was Devin Haney avoided, I would have been able to talk my ass off. But if you any kind of competent, I'm not winning that round, bro. But when you throw
you know what? That's what threw me off. That's how I knew you were setting him up, because I done heard you out your own mouth say that before, that you know he was avoided. That's how I knew it was a setup.
Yeah. And so when he picked that question, I was like, damn, I agree with half. But I'm only going at the other half though, because that is some bullshit. I'm not rocking with that. So
if he would
man, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I'm sorry we couldn't complete the debate, but y'all know I'm always here for whatever. So
hey, if he would did any type of research on Charlo, he could have damn did better on that goddamn shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. The Charlo round was puzzling, bro. Because oh my goodness, I was like, damn, I was almost pulling my hair out over it. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I was the same.
Hey, shout out my brother BFTV back in the Super J, said on everything he's lucky I didn't judge. He would have quit a lot sooner. Yeah, he was asking for me. BF told me straight up, I'm not disrespecting your shit like that. I'm not judging. I was like, all right, bro.
I'm like,
Woke, what's up, man? Hey, Woke, that how y'all doing now, man? Devin Haney fan just running off, bro. That what y'all doing, man? What's going on,
I'm just up here to defend Ben Israel. I'm gonna assume his connection dropped. He had an internet outage, so I'm just up here to vouch for my aunt and say, it was closer than they think. You know,
it was.
Yeah, it was a lot closer. You know, we had some swing rounds in there, but you know, it was a good debate nonetheless. You know, shout out to
you need to get it.
Your boy moved up to 140.
Hey, man, it was a good one though. You know, Ben was up against it, man. Since KO a Tank fan, so he had a rehydration clause on him. So Ben was running out of stamina. So that's why he probably had to go, you know. So
he picked the question and he picked the judges, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm just here to defend Ben, man. So
why, bro? Why won't you defend me, man? Like, what's up, man? I thought we was homies, man.
Man, you don't need no defense, KO. I'm here to defend the indefensible. I'm here for the people, KO.
Already. Damn, Smoke. Come on, bro. Smoke say I may never debate me on this channel again.
Bro, we didn't even finish the Devin Haney round though, bro. So we don't even know how that round was gonna go.
After KO started talking about blackball, and how he went in on the word blackball, it was over. He said, I'm out of here. Nigga said, yo, I'm out of here. I fucked up my own question. I gotta go.
y'all
not like this.
Like, for all the people that say it was close, like he don't believe y'all, bro. Like it's like when somebody say, "Hey, that was a bad stoppage," but the fighter didn't complain. Like,
yeah. Look, the fighter hugged the referee.
He don't think it was close.
No, he timed it
perfectly. I felt bad for dude when you was like, "Yo, like you fucked up when you put and blackballed." It was like you explained to the nigga how he fucked up, and then he just left. He was like, "Yo, I'm out of here."
No.
Hey, shout out BF.
Hold on. I need to go through my notes real quick.
JD. I had to mute you,
through my notes.
Shout out BF again. Shout out BF again with the $5 in super chat. Says that dude is Cobra. He got a gift decision and now think he can fuck with Ali and Tyson. Yeah, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
No. He timed it perfectly because he knew knockout was about to end, and he dropped off right before knockout ended.
Yes, he did. I saw when he dropped off. I just didn't know who it was. I was like, who just dropped off? I was like, damn. Oh man, I left this damn thing.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, nah. His phone died. He'll be right back.
Now you can tag him. His name highlights.
Yo, he gonna go to BFTB looking for knockout.
Man, he ain't gonna go over there, dog.
What do you mean his name highlight? He hide in the chat. Don't say
shout
that.
out. Hey, KO,
You
I
said
like that
hide.
format
Look,
though.
go ahead. Look,
That
you can
you had
highlight
on the
your
third
name, man.
question.
Don't say that.
I ain't
You
never. I
in
can't believe. I can't believe
Ben
that.
Israel? You in the chat?
Nah, Ben Israel, he gonna take back, bro. Nah,
I
Ben
can't
ain't gonna
believe
hide
this
like
shit, bro.
that.
Bro,
Like
not man.
Devin
Bro,
Haney,
not in the chat,
Yo,
man.
what's
Don't do
going
Devin
him
on,
Haney
like that.
dead.
Don't do
everybody?
Devin
that.
Haney
Say it
dead
ain't
is
so.
sitting
Don't
there
do him like
screaming
that,
at
Hey,
bro. He
me
yo,
ain't
right
in the
now.
chat,
Y'all
bro.
should kick him out the
y'all,
club the way that I removed Jamal Charlo from
I
the
just
Texas.
told you
hey,
highlight his name and send him a message. Watch, he's in the
hey,
chat.
No.
how y'all doing today, man?
Come
Hey,
back,
can y'all
dog.
hear me?
Yeah,
Can y'all
JD,
hear me?
talk to me, man. What's up, bro?
Yo, I just witnessed another body, bro. The nigga committed suicide. That was crazy,
That's
bro.
Come
crazy,
on,
bro.
JD, bro.
Yo,
You know that there's
everybody,
some swing rounds in there, JD.
hey, swing
Hey,
fight, man. Get the fuck out of here. Hey,
JD
man,
say
look,
swing round. The fuck?
man, listen, man. I ain't even, like, rest in peace to the dead. You feel me? I ain't even jump on here to talk
Oh
about
man.
it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really jumped on because I wanted to see, based on the fight that we saw with Plant and Benavidez KO.
Oh, you paused for a
Think
minute,
of the
bro.
fight. Oh, am I there? Can you hear
Yeah,
me
you
now?
Yeah.
you good?
Oh, all right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I just wanted to see based on the conversation we had about Benavidez and Plant, what did you think of the fight? What are some of the things that you want to see from Benavidez in the future? Do you think he can improve? And what attributes did you see him
I
bring
think
to
he
the
gonna
table?
always. I think he'll always struggle with boxers with good movement. But if you put him in there with somebody that's gonna bang with him, they're gonna be in trouble. That's why I don't get this whole Canelo beats him now or Canelo is such a tough matchup based on the Caleb Plant fight. Like Canelo don't present the same shit that Caleb Plant presents.
It's not
So
based on the
I don't think
Caleb
his
Plant
feet.
fight.
I don't think his feet will ever be fast. I don't think he'll ever be able to use good lateral movement. But what he can do is he gonna always have a gas tank. He's very relentless. His hands are fast, and he willing to
Yeah,
step in there with an active high guard and throw with you. So he gonna
yeah,
always be dangerous, bro. Like I think David
yeah,
Benavidez, did what he was supposed to do. He put hands on Caleb Plant, bro. And if not for Kenny
yeah.
Bayless, I think he got the stoppage, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that too. Now, to Caleb Plant, for Caleb Plant, my biggest question to you, just based on what we've seen, I know it's probably too soon to, uh, you know, ask this question, but I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you think that this fight took significant meat off
Nigga
of the
know he
ball
finna.
when it comes to Caleb Plant, or do you think he still might have um, another championship level or caliber fight in him after this? Because these
I
are
just think
two
everybody.
knockouts from the two
I
best in
think at
his
the
division.
I think at the level that Caleb Plant fights at, bro, is the same thing I said about Tony Harrison, bro. At the level that Caleb Plant is fighting at, you got a fatal flaw, bro. Like you can't be a world class fighter with no gas tank.
Hmm
yo,
Yeah,
KO.
I didn't mean
My,
to say knockout. I meant to say uh, just getting beat up. Like this is what I was talking about before. I'm not sure if you remember what I said before, but what what I said was, there was a couple things that Benavidez was going to capitalize on, meaning, like the gas tank fatiguing in the later rounds on Caleb Plant's part. If he didn't respect his power, and if he was able to continue to walk down Caleb Plant, and constant pressure consistently throughout the fight, I didn't think that Plant would stand up. And to your point with Kenny Bayless, I do believe that Kenny Bayless, he, for whatever reason, was on a different planet that night, and
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like the fight should have been stopped, and I think this, in my personal opinion, of course, respectfully, um, I think Caleb, this might have taken a good piece of Caleb, and we might not see
It
this
could have,
version of
yeah,
Caleb
yeah,
again.
it could have, bro. It could have,
Yeah,
and again, bro, like, and I heard King Judah trying to get in, so I let him get in. You can't fight at the level Caleb is trying to fight at, and you ain't in 15 round shape for whatever reason. He looked like he in shape, he looked like he ready to go, but that man get winded, and maybe it's how he fight, maybe it's
mm,
relying on whatever on his athleticism, whatever it is, bro. He going like he's gonna gas. Like,
yeah,
however you look at the
Yeah.
beginning of the fight, he never looks like that at the
yeah,
end of the fight. You can't fight the top like him getting there with somebody like David Morrell or or somebody like Canelo again, or David Benavidez, or
Yeah.
all these dudes is gonna press you. They got good gas tank, but they just gonna wait on you to get tired. And then if you somebody that maybe got better timing than David Benavidez, or somebody that got better feet to cut the ring off, shit, it could start even earlier for your ass if you Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
So
Can I
I
say
think
one
Yeah,
other
like
thing real quick
he is
before
who
you
I thought he
move on to
was.
Judah?
King Judah, go ahead and talk to me. So we gotta get back to this debate though, bro. We gotta talk about this shit before y'all go over the right side. Man. But go ahead and say what you were about to say, King Judah.
Yeah, I was just piggybacking off what you were saying. I was just pointing out that that's a glaring weakness, and for a lot of people who still got a lot of faith in Plant, I'm letting people know that I'm not saying he a bad fighter, but he is not elite, and he showed that because of what you just said. If your style that you coming in with, you plan on being a slick style fighter, fighting from the outside, and you relying on movement, but you can't move for 12 rounds, and on top of that, you don't have one punch KO power to end the fight quick consistently. What is your plan against the elites? The elites would do just what you said, KO. I mean, think about it. Somebody like a Benavidez, if they had a rematch, he can literally go in there with the idea that, you know what, I will give up the first couple rounds, or I Peter Pet, I conserve my energy. After 6, I'm just gonna put it on you because I know you can't last. That's how everybody gonna see Plant from now on.
Yeah,
The
facts.
problem,
Or just start faster and be extremely aggressive to start the fight, and you wear him down quicker, knowing
but the
that you're
problem,
gonna have more. Like it's just so many ways to beat him now, bro. Go ahead, Jay.
I just think the problem with that statement when y'all say that is like, yes, Benavidez posed those type of problems because of the activity and the pressure. But when you look at the landscape of 168, outside of David Morrell, Canelo, and my man that he just fought Saturday, David, bro, like I'm not expecting if he line up in there with Andre not gonna be able to take advantage of that because he don't have that type of style. If Jamal Charlo come up to 68, Jamal Charlo not gonna be able to take advantage of that because he don't throw that many punches. So like when you look at the landscape of 168, you just really have to like really examine like it's not a lot of guys that's really going to be pressuring him to put the pace on him to force him to get tired. He knew he had to keep moving because of who David Benavidez is and his style. But at 168, bro, it ain't that many type of monsters that's just putting that pressure and activity on Plant that's gonna cause that gas tank. Now I do think it's weird as fuck, like knowing that you gassed in the Canelo fight and that did not, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, like that you
You
didn't
just
fix that. You know what I'm saying?
you,
That's
you
crazy
just
to me.
and you just made the point, bro. You just rebutted yourself because you said that nobody else can do that to him. Canelo doesn't have a high punch output, and he gas Plant. So
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I
have to
think it
have a high punch output to make him gas. It's just the fact that he has shown that if you fighting him enough and you active enough to keep him active for 12 rounds, whether you pressure him or not, he is not going to be able to move and be effective for 12 rounds in that style. And that is his only style.
But
You know what I'm
yes, I,
saying?
I agree with that. But I think the difference is the perceived power coming into that fight of with because I believe Canelo had come off of stopping, who was that, Billy Joe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he
So
just
I
broke
think
Billy
it
Joe
was,
out before he fought
to
Caleb.
me, I feel like it was the perceived power of Canelo at 168, bro. I do not think if you match Caleb and Boo Boo up next, bro, he not gonna respect Boo Boo power at 168 like he respected Canelo. So maybe he do sit down. Like even look at his fight with Darrell, bro. He didn't respect Darrell power like he did Benavidez and Canelo. You see what I'm saying? So it's the perception of the power of the guy that's standing across from you. And Canelo, all Canelo did was put the mental pressure on Caleb, and that mental pressure, like being in that sparring as a guy that like to work the outside of the ring, bro. That mental pressure when a dude just keep walking to you, walking to you, walking to you, that shit get mentally tired, bro. Like you get
Yeah.
mentally fatigued, and that's what slowed Caleb down in the Canelo fight. It's the mental pressure
Yeah.
that got him. This
You
time it
know
was the
another
actual
thing.
pressure.
You know another thing too about Canelo that we pointing out that Canelo is just, he's a he's a he's a tactical puncher. He's a tactician, a wizard. Upper movement, things like that. What we do have to point out about Canelo is the fact that he is not a true 168-pound fighter.
Facts,
And we also have to point
facts.
out too that to KO's point, Caleb Plant is just truly not elite. Whereas you got a Benavidez who is truly elite, and Caleb Plant just lost to what I would say casual fans believe as an elite fighter, came back, rallied for a stoppage, and then fought another elite fighter. We just got to look at the landscape. To your point, Jay,
I really and truly, wholeheartedly, I believe this. David Benavidez at this point, if he were to get a fight with Andre, because you know what they say in boxing, you only gain the experience through the guy across from you that you're fighting in that square circle. So if he gets in there with another slick fighter, I believe he stops Canelo within 10. And it's just, I'm being realistic. Canelo is a flat-footed fighter. He gashes. He made Caleb Plant look as if he had some type of gas tank, which is completely incorrect. And then on top of that too, he's very patient, sometimes overly patient. And Benavidez is the type to see that. If you're looking for a shot, he's so accurate. He can punch with you, as we saw in this fight, and he can actually hurt you before you start your game plan. You know,
and his
Canelo
hands
is a very slow. Yes, he's very fast. Like this guy, I seen him throw. This time I didn't see him sit down and throw 20 punches, but Benavidez has the ability to sit down, and every one of those 20 punches he throws stings like 3 or 4. You know, Canelo is a smaller target. He doesn't have the sizable advantage against
real
Benavidez.
quick, man, not to cut you off, but I'm a wrap it right here, man. Let me get everybody last words on the debate, man. Jay, go ahead and give your last words, and we're gonna pass it around the panel, man. Give your last words on what you saw tonight, and everybody go over to the right side after the show. He's gonna be live, but go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, man.
Y'all named Jay. My bad, Jay. JD,
like,
JD, go ahead and give your last words real quick, bro.
Hey, listen, man, real quick, I just want to say excellent panel today. Thanks for letting me speak. Like to think I have a boxing mind. I just love the sport. It was an awesome fight on Saturday. And KO, you got to stop killing people like this, man. You're going to end up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everybody on the panel, salute. Go over the right side page, hit the link, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again. Peace.
Later, bro. I just give him what they asked for. He called me out. So shit, we got it popping. Whoa, talk to me, man. One of the kings of one of the 4 horsemen of the Devin Haney fan committee, man. Y'all gotta kick him out, bro.
Hey,
y'all
man,
gotta kick him out after that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta kick him up out the group, bro.
We're gonna have a conversation with Ben. You know, we're gonna have a conversation.
Sit down. We need to sit down.
Hey man, I want to say, you know, the debate tonight, brother, you know, despite what the judges and the commentary said, the debate was actually pretty nice. You know, whoever rewatched this, you know, just let your mind be a little more free in how you approach the debate. You know, don't let the chat sway you, because this was a couple really good rounds. It was some good work. It was a competitive match, man. So, you know, respect the KO. He may have landed a few extra punches here and there, depending on how you like scoring the fights. But, you know, respect. You know, but I will say this though, on all seriousness, KO, I really appreciate you, my brother. I know I'll be coming at you, but it is all love always, man. I finally hit 1,000 subs on my channel. Big part of that debate we had. So I want to say thank you for that again, brother, for the opportunity. But okay, enough of that. Ben will return. You know, he gonna be back on it, man. It was a good debate.
Won't return. Unfortunately, bro, he won't return over here
tonight, man.
You too, man. Take it easy, bro. He would not return over here, man. We can't have that type of behavior over here. We can't be jumping off and shit because we getting our ass whooped. If I ever get my ass whooped one day, I'm gonna stay right here and let y'all talk y'all shit to me. I ain't gonna run nowhere. I'm gonna stand right here. Jay Norrie, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on the debate, man? Witnessing the first ever knockout, man. This one didn't go to the cards, man. This one was a knockout.
Yeah. I mean, Devin Haney fan not gonna like that, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. It was a good debate while it lasted. Hopefully, my man come back and explain himself. I usually like the way Benavidez will come with his energy. He's usually a colorful kind of guy in the chat and in the panel, so I'm gonna give him that hope. But other than that, we had a great weekend of boxing. I got to eat my crow with Benavidez. I didn't think Benavidez could do it. You know, I didn't think he was as good of a boxer as he was, but his defense has improved. He was moving his head off the line. You know, he definitely looking like the guy in 168. And Canelo has no choice. That has to be the next fight up. I mean, it's even for Canelo. He don't really have no big choices. It's either Bivol or Benavidez.
Yeah,
you choose.
Put your email in the chat, in the private chat, real quick, so that way I can have it and I can email you so we can get it set up for Thursday. So put that in the chat for me real quick, bro. But I appreciate you, Jay Nori. I'll see you next time. Before you leave, though, you should have put that email in the chat, man, in the private chat. All right, King Judah, talk to me, bro. What's your final thoughts, man?
Okay, yeah, man. I came in kind of late today, man, but it was good. I like what I heard. It was good while it lasted. And what my take on it is this here. It sounded like it was pretty close, bro. It sounded like y'all had some mental jousting going on, and it sounded like it was getting pretty good. But I saw what you did when you set him up. It reminded me when Tank let Roller get his confidence up in that fight. He let Roller control the outside a little bit. He lured him into that corner and then hit him with that finishing blow. I saw where you was going, but see, Ben saw where you was going too when he got the hell up out of here. So I just want to say I was entertained, bro. As usual, bro. Keep doing your thing. And I do want to ask, if you don't mind, bro, for the people in the chat, I'm halfway to 1,000, bro. If y'all can help me out, 1,000 subs. If y'all can help me out, I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't mind. Y'all go sub the Inside the Square Circle with King Judah, bro. Drop your chat on the way out of here, and we'll get it up in the chat. Now I'll put it up there for you, man. Just like I got right side shit up there right now. So be sure to do that on your way out, bro. And I appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. Y'all take it easy.
All right, peace out, man. All right, Jay Chestnut, talk to me, man. I thought I was gonna have your service for the whole night, man. My bad.
I know, bro. You done paid me full-time wage for a part-time job. You feel me? Like, damn. Man, like it is what, man. It's good to be back, bro. You gonna mess around and make me have to dust the dust off the shoes, man, and get back in the ring for my rematch, bro. Damn, bro. I was like, man, I don't want to have to give KO his first L, man. Damn, let somebody else do it, bro. Let somebody else do it.
Try, man, cause it's bad.
Damn, dog.
Bad out here.
They killing me, dog. But man, great, man. Great panel today, man. Good boxing talk, man. Wish the debate would have went the whole way, but it didn't. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, good performance as always. But yeah, man, I think we got to set that rematch up here soon, bro.
Whenever you're ready, bro, let me know. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you coming up and keep doing your thing. You still in school, right?
Nah, bro, we just finished, bro. I'm so glad, bro. Like, man, dog, now I can relax.
You going for your degree and shit, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you break right now, or?
Yeah, we on break. Yup, yes, sir. We got a couple months.
Bro.
I'm gonna take a couple months off
until. Man. Go get that piece of paper, man. Appreciate you, bro. I'll holler at you next time.
Bet.
Peace. All right, D Free, man. I thought I had you for the whole time, man. I didn't mean to.
You're gonna have to put this in your knockout debate Hall of Fame, because this is the first knockout man actually left the daggone panel when the heat was getting too hot. But it was good while it lasted. Like I said, he was doing pretty good up until he dipped up out of there. I guess he realized he wasn't gonna win, so he decided to call it quits. He looking like the dude that got in there to fight F.A. Ajaba. He just said, "Man, forget this, I'm gone." About to work. Yeah. So I mean, I appreciate being up here, man. Like I said, anytime you need me, you always can call me. I'm gonna be there.
Already, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you next time. And y'all go sub to D Free and then sub to Inside the Square Circle with King Judah. I just put his link in the chat. Let me give my brother right side more upset than me, man. Right side mad, man. Right side, what's up, man? You all right? You good?
It's some bullshit, man. It's some bullshit. It is what it is. Hey, man, we're going to be recapping the debate. We definitely got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing. It's disrespectful to the highest level. It's disgraceful. And I'm pretty sure I have some other choice words for it in a few minutes, but we will be talking about it. And so, man, y'all make sure y'all come through, show love, man. Hit the like button for Knockout. Hell of the show, man, as always. Wish it would have ended the right way. Wish this would have been the first time the judges got to pick the damn question. And so,
yeah, man, I was trying to let y'all get in on the shit, man. You know what I mean?
Man. So, but hey, man, at the end of the day, man, sometimes when the fire gets too hot, and I want to say, it's always more respectful to sit there and take your ass whooping like a man. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, I'm gonna stand in here and finish mine regardless. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is, man. KO, man, appreciate you. I would always be remiss if I didn't shout out Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV for always allowing us to have your time. You know what I'm saying? And man, keep doing your thing, my brother. And you got nothing but love and support from me.
Okay. All right, bro. I'll holler at you, man. Take it easy, bro. Y'all go check out the right side, man. He is gonna be back. Who BFT be talking about? Oh, we talking about us. We can do it. And I bet. That's a bet. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow, bro. So y'all be in preparation and be prepared for a BFTB and Knockout Boxing 86 TV debate. We gonna go at each other. He say set it up. We've been talking about setting it up for a long time. We're gonna let the judges pick all the questions. So yeah, I'm gonna hit me up. Y'all be on the lookout for an announcement. It's gonna come real soon. Might come to you as early as the weekend. It's gonna be Knockout Boxing 86 TV and BFTB. We're gonna get it popping, bro. We're gonna let the judges pick the question. We'll talk about it and we'll get an overall topic and then just let them pick the questions. The woke sports fan with the $2 that says, "Are we sure KO didn't kick Ben to avoid an L?" Nah, bro, never that. You know that. Come on, dog. You know that. I don't mind losing, but hey, man, you either gonna get bodied or it's gonna be a classic. You either getting bodied or it's gonna be a classic, bro. I mean, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I don't know what it's a classic, right? It's a classic. Or you getting bodied. Those is your options, man. That's what you get when you debate me, bro. But man, shout out to everybody in the chat. My wife, Miss KO. I hope I did you proud, sweet. I know, I told y'all we're gonna ride today, so we rolled. We came, we saw, we conquered. Shout out to my wife, Miss KO, Sheena, Omega Red, Zoomverse, Rick Timms, Woke Sports Fan, Dominique, Josh Sanders, Brian King, B Falcone, my brother BFTB Boxing, Upper Echelon Sports Bar, Oz Boxing 22, Warriors Boxing LLC, Nick J. Go subscribe to her as well over there, Queens of the Ring, Boxing Talk doing their thing. Inside the Square Circle with King Judah, BC Brian Corbett, G5 Gabe, Quee. Everybody that came through in the building, man, showing support and showing love. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hit the like button on your way out and let them know for the first time ever on the TKO Debate Series, we done ran somebody the hell up out of here. We'll see y'all next time, man. Peace out.